Hi, trying to share the stream. Hi, God, guys. I'm fine. How are you doing? Can you guys hear me clearly? And is the background sound, is it okay? Hi, Mimi. Can you guys hear me? Thank you so much for the gift. I love. Okay. So, how's the background sound? Hi, Lily. Is the background sound okay? You won't even know because you're busy on your stream too. The fact that you still like find time to still be here. Thank you so much. Okay, Lily, thank you so much. Hi everybody. If you're just joining this, to share to us. I forgot to share to someone else. Okay. Hi RBJ. Hi everybody. Why is it looking dim now? What's going on? Lily, thank you for the likes. RBJ, I'm fine. How are you guys doing? Most supportive. I see you. Lily, thank you so much. God bless you. You guys, is my network? Oh my. Is it back? I'm lagging. Is it back now? I'm coming. Am I still lagging? I can't even check. No, I don't think it. Is it back now? I think we should be back now. The general Wi-Fi is fucked up. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Oh, I don't know. Even your Wi-Fi is bugging. So it's possible it gets disconnected again. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Yeah. So what will get the likes up
Sufficient.
to? We'll get the likes to 3K. We're going to start. Hi everybody. Yes, let's get the likes to 3K. How are you guys doing? Let me thank you. Yeah, the only guest available right now. I don't know what the rest are. I'll share the stream today. Is it still lagging? Okay, it's okay now. Okay, Asta is here. Hi, Asta. Um, I just want us to get to 3K likes. We have two of the guests here out of four people. I think the two other people will join us. If we get to 3K likes, we're going to start. Asta, how are you doing? Hi, introvert. Hi, powder. Guys, 3K likes so we can start. Is powder still here? And please, if you're yet to follow the podcast account, please do all to give us a follow. The account is on your screen. Let me follow the account. Thank you. We'll be starting soon. 10 minutes. Okay. 700 more likes. 500 more likes. 500 more likes. Food gas girl. Hello. Yes, thank you for the likes. Okay. I think we're so close. Hi, Sakesi. Okay, W3K likes. Hi everybody. My name is TeeZee. I'm the host for the TeeZee podcast show that happens every Wednesdays and every Saturday. We do it every Wednesday and every Saturday, 7 p.m. West African time. I hope I get to see every one of you every Saturdays and every Wednesday. So on Wednesday we usually do audience Wednesday. That's basically for the viewers and for anybody who wants to come up, share their stories, their experience, just your problems, anything you need advice on, anything you need other people opinions on. That's what we do every Wednesday. But Saturday we basically bring up special guests with specific topics. Like we have a specified topic we give them to like talk about and share their opinions on. Today we'll be talking about self-worth, self-esteem. They'll be talking about grief and loss. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. So yeah, it's starting now. We'll be bringing up our guest. I think I saw Mimi earlier. Hi everybody. Sorry guys, I was trying to do something but I swiped away. Darren, hello. Let me share to Mimi again. She was here earlier, so we have just asked her here as our special guest for today. Okay. Hi Isha. Skywolf, hello. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. Hello everybody. If I've not said hi to you, you can say hi to me or receive the general hi I'm saying to everybody. So I don't know. I have just one of my guests here, but we'll be expecting three more people because we're supposed to have four guests here today. Asta, are you ready? Because I'm ready to have you. We're ready to have you. We are ready to have you, Asta. If you're ready, let me know. Until then, how's everybody doing today? How's your day been? What did you eat today? I think it's nighttime where you are. How's your night going? Hi, Promise, how are you? Can you join? If you have anything to talk about after the guest shares their opinion, then we'll definitely be able to like bring viewers up to share their own insights or what they would like us to know about the ongoing topic. But for now, we need to just bring up the guest and talk to them. Let me share the live once again. Hi, Cactus. All right, please let's bring Asta up. If the other guests are not going to make it up here today, I think it's going to be between me and Asta. Then we'll do good. We'll do just fine. Hi, Aliman. Hi, Cactus. Hi, everybody. She said she's ready. Can one of my moderators help me bring her up? How many moderators do I even have here right now? And please, if you're yet to give the TeeZee podcast a follow, that's the account next to me. Please do well to give us a follow because we'll be hosting a live the live podcast thingy on the account as soon as we're able to go live. But until then, your follow, your support is needed. I don't have any moderator on the stream. Wait, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Ah, Delilah is here. Hi, Delilah. Thank you. Dad, it's fine. I know you're busy. Okay, Delilah is here. Delilah, please help me invite Asta to come up. Hi, Nas. I've seen that has people already. Hi, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Seen a WTZ. W you guys, WFD, W Shaft, W expensive. You guys, I know you guys are busy, so it's fine. But W every one of you. Thank you so much for coming. Are you guys sure you can hear me? From that I had written for you. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. You guys should go and watch the tourney and come back and tell me, oh Wednesday, tourney, whatever. It's fine. From that I had thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can you help me invite Asta up? She said she's ready. OX Trace, hello there. Wait, is the tournament over? Eclipse won. That's team, right? WWW. That's so good. So today we'll be talking about self-esteem, self-worth, grief, then loss. Hi Asta.
Hi,
Yeah, she did. Hi beautiful. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm glad you're doing good. Thank you so much for honoring my invite. It's good to have you here.
It's my honor to. It's my pleasure, rather.
Right. Hi Desi. You guys, please, if you're yet to give the TeeZee podcast a follow, that's the account up there. Please help me follow the account. Thank you so much. So we're supposed to have four guests today, but as it seems, just Asta is here. Hopefully they join us soon. If not, then it's going to be just me and Asta talking to you today about both Abby four of the topics, but it's like joined together just for it to like be two topics. That's we're putting self-esteem and self-worth together, then grief and loss together. Asta, are you ready to talk about this topic?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So which one would you like us to start with? Self-esteem, self-worth, or grief, loss?
Um, any okay? Let's start with grief loss.
Okay. So you guys, the topic we'll be discussing right now is grief and loss. Okay. Yeah. That's today's topic. Dilala, thank you. So, Asta, do you have anything to tell us about grief, loss?
Um, well, first off, grief and loss is something that every human being has passed through at least once in their lifetime. So it's not something that is new to anybody. And grief, it comes in different ways. It could be in the form of the death of someone, the death of someone close, friend, family, loved ones, whichever. It could come in the form of relationship, that's like a breakup. It could come in the form of not achieving something that's like, how will I put it? Like not achieving your dream or your goals, you get. So it
Okay.
comes in different ways. But everything, it's eh, um and they all have a connection, which is basically you are going to feel pain and feel bad about whichever situation that you are going through. So
Right.
that's grief basically.
So
So
that's
yeah.
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
So and some grief could be strong, some could be just mild, and some you may not even be able to get over it for like years, and some maybe within a week or a day self you might just get over it. Yeah. So from the topic, I see that you also put coping and healing through, like coping and healing when you're going through grief and loss. So yeah. And grief, it has, to my own understanding, there are 5 stages to grief, which is depending on which situation you are in. But generally speaking, to my understanding, grief has 5 stages, and one of it, the first is denial. Now, whatever situation you are going through, heartbreak, the death of a loved one, or any other, you first of all feel that you would not want to accept the situation.
Right.
Let's say a loved one dies, you will not want to accept that. Oh, let's say it's your parents, whoever is the parents that dies, you will not want to accept that. Oh, am I going to ever see this person again? I can't believe this person died. No, that's whole mental battle will be going
Right.
on in your head, trying to come in terms with the situation. Then the second stage is anger. This is where you'll be like, I'm like, in the process of not accepting the situation, you will feel this anger that I could have done something, I could have done this better. You start feeling this, I don't know how to put it, but you start feeling this rage in your mind that things could have gone a different way,
Can
or
that can
yeah,
that be
like,
called guilt, or
yeah,
that's not what
it
you're
could
talking
also be
about?
called guilt. Yes,
Okay.
guilt. Yes, you start that maybe you could have done it a different way. If what if you're in this situation, you would have done it like this, you would have done it like that, and or you should have been there for this person. If it's a loved one and the person passed on where you were not there, you start feeling guilt that, oh, I should have been there to say goodbye, and all these kind of things. Then the third one is bargaining. This one has to do mainly with relationship. Not only relationship, also in the death of someone, you will also be like trying to bargain that, oh, what if I'm the person that went instead of this person? You should have taken me instead of this person. There are some situations
Right.
where, yeah, people will just be like, I should have been the one in this situation. And these three, this denial, guilt, and bargaining, they're kind of together. They
Hmm.
happen at the same time, because the same as you are not accepting that situation, you are also having guilt, and you're also trying to bargain, and you know you're trying to bargain that, oh, maybe I should be the person that should have been in this situation instead of this person.
Right.
Why did you have to take it? How do you have to Why did this person have to be the one to go? Yeah. Then the fourth stage, which is the most common of all, is depression.
Depression.
You will definitely fall into depression, especially when the situation you're passing through is a tough one. Yes. Then the last stage is acceptance. This is where you finally accept that, oh yeah, this thing happened to me. If it's a heartbreak, you'll be like, oh, I don't chop breakfast. If it's if it's a loved one that passed on, you accept that, oh, I'm never going to see this person
Yes.
ever in my life. So, and it is once you have reached that stage of acceptance, that is when you can now start the
Healing.
process of healing,
Hmm.
because you can't heal without accepting. Yes. So this will now bring us to, how can you cope and how can you heal when you have experienced a loss.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, and the first thing I would say when you are in this kind of situation is to allow yourself to feel the pain. Like,
Hmm.
yes, you are human. You are not a robot that you say that, oh, I'm heartless. I don't have feelings. I can't feel blah, 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 and all those ones. Or, you have to allow yourself to feel that loss, feel that grief, feel that hurt first, so that you get it. They say it is when you have to allow yourself, like, once you have dropped that low, the only way to go is up. So
Hmm.
once you have felt that pain and hurt, and the only thing you'll be thinking right now will be, how can I get better? And once you have that reasoning of wanting to get better, that's when you will now start trying to pick
More.
yourself to go up. Now, most people who want to bury themselves in work, who want to bury themselves in doing other things just to keep themselves distracted
Right.
from the situation, which is not bad. But eventually, what are you going to do? What are you going to do when you are alone? Because the keeping yourself busy can only work when you are actually always busy. Then maybe when you come home, you sleep off immediately, which is not possible. There are some times during the day that you'll just be sitting down and just be thinking. So what will you do in that moment? That's when you will now start feeling the whole situation. So the first thing I would advise anybody to do is to allow yourself to feel that hurt, and then have the perception of trying to get better. Then after that, after you have felt and allowed yourself to, cry, you have
Right.
to allow yourself to cry. Yes, you let everything go, like remove everything from your mind. The tears are part of the hurt. So once everything is coming out, at some point you'll just feel yourself feeling lightheaded, like not lightheaded in the sense that you want to faint, but light in the sense that you have poured out everything from your mind.
Okay.
And most times that's how some people even get to sleep. So if, let's say, for 1 week you have allowed yourself to cry, the next week you now start looking for what are you going to do to move on. If it's in the situation of a loved one, well, that can be easy, obviously, because that's a loved one. But if it's in a relationship aspect, a heartbreak, the
Hmm.
best thing for you to do at that moment is to start looking into your life and looking at what areas can I improve my can you improve yourself or improve your life. Because once you improve your life, once you
Says.
improve your living, yourself, you will start feeling like
Hi, Papa
you
Small.
will start having this reasoning that this breakup was actually even for the best. Because
Hmm.
you start having this self-worth, you start having this, you feel elevated, and you will start seeing the situation that as a stepping stone to actually move up. So, and once you start seeing the situation as a stepping stone to move on, you will definitely move on, because you would not want to be in that situation anymore. So you want to level up. And how do you level up? You first of all, you look at your career. How can you start leveling up in your career? Maybe look at your health, diet, go to the gym, listen to motivational speakers, legit ones,
Right.
not the ones that will be just bringing out anything out of your mouth. And going to church or mosque, whichever it is, whichever one you are, whichever is your religion, and focusing on getting better. And once you have done all this, you will start seeing that eventually you would see everything as it was just a moment it was just an experience. And then later on, when you're about to, if you still decide to get into another relationship, you will have better understanding of what you want to achieve, what you are expecting in the relationship, and you better decide what you are expecting in that relationship and how you want it to go. And then I'm pretty sure for the smart ones, they will not fall into the same situation that they fell in. Even though, yes, sometimes some people will chop breakfast like 5 times. back to back. But I'm pretty sure if you clear your goals and you know what you're looking for and all that, and you take your time, you would be able to, you know, avoid, you may not be able to avoid breakup. I mean, sorry, you may not be, you may not avoid breakup, but you can avoid heartbreak. Because some breakup may not lead to heartbreak. You get, some breakup are just, oh, this guy did not have the same goals and the same goals as I do, so I am leaving. You are not heartbreak at that moment. You have clearly stated what you want, and then you are going. Heartbreak is when you know you have invested so much in that relationship, and then you are pained and you are crying and all that kind of thing. So if you pass through a heartbreak and you level up, clear your goals, decide what you want, look at your life and not allow anybody to trample on you, then the next one you'll be entering, you'll be able to, you know,
Be more
get it right.
cautious.
Yes,
Right.
get it right. And
That's
yeah, so that's what I have to say about grief and loss and healing and coping.
nice. Asta, that was a nice speech from you. I'm sure we all learned one or two. To the people that are just joining, right now we're talking about grief and we're talking about loss. Today's topic, we'll be talking about grief, loss, then self-esteem and self-worth. PJ Max, thank you so much for this for subscribing. You guys, please, if you're here to follow the TeeZee podcast account, it's up on your screen. Please do all to give us a follow and subscribe to the stream if you're yet to. Support the stream in any way you can by liking, sharing, supporting the guest, asking questions, and learning because we're all here to learn. And please let us get the likes up. Asta's been talking about grief and loss. So basically, she has been saying we all know what loss is. She said most of us, I don't know if everybody, I can say everybody has witnessed or has gone through the thing we called loss. I don't know if I can say for sure that okay, everybody has definitely lost someone. But I for one, I know I've gone through this whole thing and everything she said, I can definitely relate to it because the things she listed out are the things I went through myself. So it was so relatable for me. Asta, thank you so much. She said there are 5 stages to grief, and grief is like the feeling or the aftermath of loss. Grief is what you feel after losing someone or something dear to you. So she said denial is the first stage that you go through in grief. That's you denying the fact that is this person really gone? Did I really lose this thing? Then she said the second thing second step to it is guilt. You're going to feel guilty like I'm at fault for this, should have done better, could have done better, maybe I should have done this. Maybe this would have worked out more. Maybe if I had tried this, maybe this wouldn't have happened. Ask that W for that. Then she said bargaining. Then that's when you need to bargain like, is this really did this really happen? Like you trying to bargain what has happened. Could this be real? Is it time for you to like settle for it? You're just trying to think about the old thing. Like, is this thing really gone? That aside, then depression. She said it leads to depression. You're going to get to the stage where you're feeling depressed, sad about everything. That okay, I've lost this thing. The sadness you feel, I have to feel like, oh my god, I don't think I can live without this person. Is this person really gone? This is someone I will not get to see again. And when it comes to heartbreak, it's when you're like, oh my God, I've lost this person. Maybe this person broke up with me or I broke up with this person. Then the final stage, she said it's acceptance. You having to accept that this person is really gone or this thing you've lost is not there anymore. And she said the stages, what do you mean, sad Luna? The stages to healing has to be allowing yourself to feel the pain, accepting the fact that okay, this has happened, now it's time for me to move forward. So you need to feel the pain. Do not hold back nothing inside of you. If it means crying as much as you want to, be free to express yourself. Crying does not make you a weak person. It doesn't make you weak. So if you feel crying will make you feel better, she advised you to do so. Then you need to think about what to do to move on. That's when you need to think about, okay, what part of your life do you think you're lacking behind in? Is it your education? Is it at work? Do you need to exercise more? Do you need to work on your diet? Just leveling up. She said something about leveling up too. You need to level up in whatever aspect you feel you need to. Then she said you should see the positive side of everything. The positivity in everything is what is needed. You need to be positive at all times. No matter how bad things get, there should be at least one positive thing you can think of. It like, okay, maybe it happened for a reason. It could have been worse. This, that. So yeah, you just need to like be able to see the positive side of everything. Work on leveling up your career, work towards your career, being a better person in that field. Then focus more on your religion, pray more, be more spiritual, be closer to God. And she said something about heartbreak and breakup. She said not all breakup leads to heartbreak. Hmm. That's deep. I had to think about it. Like, okay, she's right. Not every breakup leads to heartbreak. She said heartbreak is something you feel when, okay, after a relationship is not working out, or when your relationship is not working out and it comes to an end. That's when you've invested so much in the relationship and you see that, oh, it's coming to an end. It's the hurt you feel after a relationship comes to an end, but not all breakup leads to that. If you're the one that is ending the relationship, knowing that, okay, this is not what you want for yourself, this relationship is not working out for you, so you have to be the one to break it up. I don't think you feel the heartbreak because you have a valid reason to break it up. And for you to break up that relationship, you must have thought about it. That's what I understand from what Asta said on grief and loss. So we have Sis here. We're supposed to have three other guests. I don't know. I can't find them right now. So we'll just hear from other people that are here, like Arriva. Arriva, thank you so much for coming up. Sis, thank you so much for coming up. So I'd like to hear what you guys have to say on grief, then loss. Arriva, would you like to go first, or Sis, do you want to go first?
It really depends, to be fair. I don't know. I don't think Areva wants to go first. So I'll just go first. First of all, dealing with grief. Um, I wouldn't start off with the relationship aspect. I would start off with the aspect of actually losing someone that you love, like they die in front of you. It's something I've experienced myself. Was a sibling, and sometimes, like in such situations, there is literally nothing you can do then than just sit there, and what you don't really heal from it. Things like that, you don't really heal from it. I don't even think anyone does heal from something like that. It's just that you have to accept the fact that this has happened and you cannot bring this person back to life. And
Right.
you just have to, continue your life regardless, because yes, you loved that person. Yes, that person was so close to you. Yes, the person should not be dead while you're alive. That feeling, it's something I can't really explain, because I feel like, I can't explain it because I felt it. I don't know what to call it exactly, or what words to use for it. But if you do experience it, you understand what I mean. It's not something you just, sometimes you remember that person and you're like, if this person was alive, But the beautiful thing about it is that, you know, that person doesn't really have to go through the struggles of life anymore, I guess. And you just have to learn to, live without them, in as much as it's like probably one of the craziest things to do. Like,
Right.
but you have to actually focus on yourself still, because at the end of the day, I guess that was the end of the person's race. God brings, God takes. You don't have to question. He decided to, take the person when he wants to. Also, when it comes to the aspects of relationships, man, I don't know. I might probably not be the best person to speak about this because people like me get cooked when I'm in love. I get cooked, and when I mean and when I mean cooked, I mean cooked. Like when you're you're cooked. Like there's nothing you're going to do about it, and you just being cooked. And to be honest, it's not bad being like that because at the end of the day, that actually does show how genuine you are about that person. Because if you are never genuine, you wouldn't feel that way. You wouldn't feel cooked. You would not even be cooked to you. You wouldn't even have that feeling of being cooked, to be honest. And it's more like you wouldn't really see it as a loss. And honestly, I don't know, but I I don't think I'm the best person to even really speak on this. But one thing I would advise is it's okay to let yourself feel the pain.
Right.
Okay, there was something Asta was saying. Asta said level up. One thing I always want everyone to know is while you're in your relationship or anything, keep leveling up, man. See, don't wait for it to break up to level up. See, keep leveling up. The relationship does not pause your life or determine that, you're comfortable where you are.
Right.
You're in a relationship. What you and your partner should be doing, if you guys are really for life, is working on yourself and working on your relationship. Now, people mistake this thing a lot. Working on yourself while you're in a relationship does not mean working on your relationship, and working on your relationship does not mean working on yourself. Okay, because you can work on yourself and it will contribute to the growth of your relationship, and you can work on your relationship and it will contribute to the growth of your personal life. But it does not necessarily mean that you are working on yourself. Okay, so always work on yourself while you're with your babe. We find past everybody in the world. Your man, we find past every other man. Work on yourself. Like it's important. It's important. Don't sit there. Okay. Even when they tell you, oh, you're trying, tell them thank you, I appreciate it. But I still have to. I still have to. You still have to, because the thing I've learned, and I learned it the hard way, is, man, people are going to come, people are going to go. So if you really believe that one person is going to make you, rest a little bit, the day the person is gone, you'll regret resting a little bit, trust me. And maybe that might have been, something that would actually have probably changed your life or something. You'd regret pausing, or you regret resting. Okay. I'm not saying people don't work out. I mean, I've seen relationships that last and get into marriage. I've seen relationships that lasted 6 years, got
Right.
into marriage. It does happen. It does happen. There are people that actually do find their people, and it's so early for them.
Right.
Unfortunately, most people don't. Okay, but it does not mean you should not work on yourself, because if you're not working on yourself personally, I'm not sure your partner, if he wants what's best for you or she wants what's best for you, would be happy as well, because they will try to push you. They will actually try to advise you and all that. And if you don't, they might end up leaving you. You might not want to lose that person, or you might not even really lose that person, but they might just leave because, well, you're not just the person they actually want to see you be. Sometimes I've seen scenarios like this. Sometimes they do get back together when the person is probably a little bit mature, or probably knows that, okay, fine and good, I should have been working on myself. I should have been doing this for myself than just sitting there. So it's really something that you should not take a pause on. Trust me, no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're doing, just work on yourself, man. Always focus on your own goals. I mean, yeah, relationship goals, but you see your own goals as well. Focus on it. Build yourself, because the more you build yourself, I am sure that that's the more your partner will even appreciate who you are, to be
Right.
honest, because that's the way it really works.
Yes, that's right.
And for the aspect of grief and loss when it comes to relationships and all that, Uh, man, I'll say if you really love the person, you don't really move on. It's okay to move forward. Moving forward means that you accept the fact that this person doesn't want you anymore. Sometimes you don't 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 just assume that okay, um, it's not even don't assume. Sometimes you never really heal, like. And the reason I'm saying this is because sometimes you try to, man, you actually try to, get
Thank
out of that
you.
that your own space of, focusing on yourself, and you try to probably, try with someone else. It doesn't, sometimes it doesn't work. It's not because you're not healed or anything. You might actually be healed, but you just, man, see, that's why I really,
Jesus.
I don't know. I feel like using the word love to even start with, it's something really strong.
Alona, is it that
And
obvious?
and and it's just
It's
it's just
okay.
something that you shouldn't hand out like a piece
Right.
of paper. You feel me? I don't know. Don't just hand it out to anyone, because when you hand it out to the oh my god,
Since
don't
you're
hand it
making
out
it so
anyhow.
obvious that
But
we're thinking, are you heartbroken? Is
am
something
I?
going on?
No, 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 no. I'm
Oh,
just saying. I'm just saying from my own experience. I'm just speaking from my own
okay.
experience in life. So it's okay not to. It's okay not to.
So naive.
Not to get to be with any other person or anything after you lose someone you really love. To be fair, I would say it's okay, because at the end of the day, trust me. hmm, Sometimes, like Asta said, it's calm to just accept that pain, go through it, and probably never try again. And probably
Okay.
never try again, and just build yourself. Okay. The
Yeah,
reason
I
I'm
get
saying
you.
so is if God really wants you to, or really wants or has someone for you or something,
Right.
it would work at the right time. And one advice I'll give is, see, as a guy, if you're not where you're meant to be as a guy, if you're not where you're meant to be, if you're not done with what you need to do, if you're not at that point where you can really take care of yourself and take care of another, don't don't rush into a relationship. Don't. It's something I learned late as well, but simply don't. It's okay to like someone and all that. It's okay. Don't beat up yourself if they're dating someone else. You can never really determine what happens in life or who you actually get married in life. That's the funny thing. You can actually get to date someone for 5 years and you won't get to marry them. That's how crazy this thing is. It's insane.
Right.
It's really insane. People might feel it's a lie, but things like this happen. My cousin,
Right.
I'm going to share two stories actually. I have two cousins. One is married now. He has 3 kids. The other one just recently got married. I don't really speak to the one that recently got married. Basically because of, well, you know, it wasn't even really family issues. It was just they all carried their papa matter for head, and we don't really talk. I didn't even know when she wedded. I was then I heard that my cousin wedded. I was like, what the fuck? One thing I would say is she was dating someone, okay, and she was dating one guy. It's sad. It's really sad. She was dating one guy. She dated this guy since high school because we all went to the same circle. We went to Living Ward together. So they were dating from secondary school, uni. They did finish uni. And legit, I was rooting for them to get married. But the guy broke up with her. Like, the guy broke up with her. And I think 5 months after he broke up with her, that was when I heard that my cousin was getting married to someone else. I'm like, how the fuck do you do it? Like, are you already, tired of the relationship or something? But one thing I'll say is, if you know you're not ready, if you know you're not, I don't know why the guy broke up with her. I don't know. I can't really defend anybody because nobody's perfect. And my own cousin as well. If I say my cousin, you get bad character. So I don't have even a bad character. Cause or the guy doesn't just like her anymore. So one thing I'll
Right.
say is if you're not really ready as a guy,
You're not
please
going to
don't
be
date
relationship.
anyone. So you
That
don't, so
makes
you don't,
sense.
you
Thank
don't
you.
break people's hearts. I beg. It's
So
necessary not to.
that's a good one. Sis, thank you so much for sharing what your insights for sharing with us what your insight is, what your insights are on grief, loss. Thank you so much. I'm going to talk on one thing you said. You said working on yourself in a relationship doesn't necessarily mean you are working on the relationship. And when you're working on the relationship, doesn't necessarily mean you're working on yourself. That's a very good one. And you're saying when you're in a relationship, it should not stop you from working on yourself. So maybe if you lose the relationship, the grief won't be that much. Knowing fully well that you did not lose so much while in the relationship. There are people who lose themselves because they're in a relationship, which is what CES is advising against. So thank you so much for that.
Sorry. I think that okay. So you made a valid point there, which is not losing yourself. It's something I didn't even really touch. But don't lose yourself, okay? Please, for anybody, no matter how you love them, don't lose yourself. But what I meant by saying that was, it doesn't mean that you don't lose much. Working on yourself while in a relationship and then something happens and you guys go apart does not mean you don't lose much, because while you're working on yourself, you're also investing your time, your money, your energy, your love into your relationship. Okay.
Right.
While in your life, you're probably
I'm
financing your
stepping
life,
down.
building a business, probably doing something really reasonable for yourself, actually really stepping up your game, like while you're still in a relationship. So it's not like, when relationships just end, people begin to level up. I feel like people that actually mature, or people that actually know what they're doing, when they break up, it's not a level up for them because it's something they've been building. So they just pretty much continue with it and get to where they are meant to be.
I
Okay. So
get you.
it's not like you don't get
But like,
heartbroken or anything.
do I have
But
any moderator? Oh, that is being funny. Okay, so Asta, thank you so much. You guys, I appreciate every one of you for being here right now. W new subscribers, W guitars, W viewers. You guys are the best. So, guys, please, if you're yet to give the TeeZee podcast account a follow, please help me do so. It's right beside me. That's the TeeZee podcast account. Because we'll be streaming on that account as soon as we can go live. So your follow means a lot. Your follow is what's going to allow us to go live soon. So please, Arrival, please, give the account a follow. And please, we're trying to get to 50 subs. We are how many subs away from getting to 50? So please, I'm begging, guys, if you can subscribe to the stream, please help me do so. And the Arrival, it's fine. You okay, Asta, thank you so much for subscribing. W everybody that subscribed today. You guys are the best. Araba, it's your turn. Do you have anything to say to us about grief, about loss, before we move to the next topic? And it's fine if you don't have anything to say.
I
To
have a lot to
just be
say. Oh,
yourself.
I
Let's
have a
go.
lot to say.
Let's go.
But I
Bring
break.
it
When
on.
I get tissue, do you guys have tissue?
Ah
um, where should I start from? We have to talk about
Anywhere.
like loss and grief. Like loss doesn't always mean death, right? Like sometimes just about losing people you thought you would never
Right.
leave, like friends, relationship, even a part of yourself from childhood or something. And
Okay.
sometimes you grieve people who are still alive, not just the same anymore. Like you grow up and suddenly the people who used to ride bikes with you or sit with you in school are now strangers. Like and sometimes it's not anyone's fault. It's just like life. It pulls us apart, and all that. Lives can be messy sometimes. We just like wonder why, and then there's this love. I mean, relationship. That kind of loss, it's different. I won't be. I'll be honest. When you give someone all your soft parts, your time, your loyalty, and they walk away or change on you, the pain sticks to you, to your ribs. You understand? And then
Right.
friendship, that's another like level of grief, especially when someone you consider family just stop showing up for no real reason. It's just silenced. After that hurts the most, like just the silence. And then the truth is a lot of us carry loss than we ever say out loud, and it doesn't make us weak. If anything, surviving all of that, it makes you strong as if. And then if I'm to talk about like my connection to grief, I would say
if I'm talking about what saved me through grief, I would say it's actually CODM. Like, it was knowing there's someone out there also in the game who is also like passing through what I'm passing through, and then we can connect and just get along. Like, not even speaking about what we're both passing through, but like there are people in the games who are also like having things going on with their life. Everyone has a reason for coming to play the CODM, and that game actually like saved me a lot, if I'm to be really honest.
Mm-hmm.
And there's sometimes you will sit with yourself and realize, I did that. Like, you also messed up, and it wasn't them. Like, it was you. And I'm talking about loss at this aspect. Like, we're always hearing things like, "Oh yeah, my ex messed up," la 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 la. But I have never
Right.
heard anyone actually say something. "Oh yes, it was my fault. I did this." I've never heard anyone telling me, "Oh yeah, I am the reason why we broke up. I'm the reason why our friendship ruined." No one
Hmm.
ever. I've never seen anyone like claiming their own fault in
Taking
anything.
the blame.
Never.
Right.
It's always the other person, yeah, being at fault. But I've never
Mm-hmm.
met anyone actually like claiming their own
Accepting.
mistake or
Right.
something. Yeah. You're talking about you accepting mistakes, but have you ever really, really accepted it, or you're just doing it for a pity?
Hmm.
And it is different when the pain you are feeling isn't just from someone else hurting, but it's from like yourself, the choice you made, the bridges you burned, the people you pushed away, the chance that they didn't even make because you were scared. And it is a hard pill to swallow when you actually realize like you are the villain in someone's story, maybe even your own. And if there's anything I have actually learned, I would say is beating yourself up over the past that doesn't even fix anything. You can't grow if you're stuck punishing yourself, or you can regret something and still even deserve peace. Like
Hmm.
you do something, but at the end of the day, I deserve peace as well. You don't just have to punish yourself just because you made a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. You just have to like accept it and then move on. Let's
Right.
live your life. There are better things to do. You don't have to just like keep on punishing yourself and all over that. Um and you can lose people, you lose yourself even, and even still come back stronger. We are all learning. Some lessons are just ought more than others, if that makes sense. So if you've ever made any mistake, and I know I have as well, you're not alone. Own it. Just grow from it. It doesn't don't let it define you. Or you're
Mm-hmm.
more worse. There are more worse things that you have done, but you still stand yourself, like you still stand because you are that person. You can turn new leaves and everything, turn your life around. You don't have to like keep on saying, "Oh yeah, I made this mistake. I'm a terrible person." You are not a terrible person. You are still a person. You are still human being. You have heart of your own. You can always
Right.
like turn around and be a brand new person and everything. Everyone deserves a chance. Everyone deserves a chance. No matter what the fuck you have done, you deserve. Sorry for the language. You still deserve a chance. And if I'm talking about like the way you can actually like move on, like be a better person,
Okay.
or move on from grief or loss.
Mm-hmm.
You will see a lot of people, like some people don't just turn to drugs here because they are weak. They turn to them because they are in pain and they don't know how to survive it, and not always getting high. Sometimes it's about just going numb, about the
Really.
quiet noise and making it all a little quieter in there. People who do drugs, they have a reason for doing this thing. They don't just do it because they want to feel cool or something. Everyone has a reason for doing something. Some people just want to feel numb and all that. The people judge what they don't understand. But the truth is, not everyone has that kind of childhood that teaches you how to cope. Some of us learned how to escape instead. And yeah, maybe it is weed or pills, maybe it is drinking, maybe it is late night screen or whatever, sex or whatever, self harm or anything, like doing this
Hmm.
bleeding and hurting yourself because of a loss or a grief. We all have a way we cope. Yeah, there are ways we
Right.
cope and all that, and some are better than others. But yeah, maybe it's the way, maybe it's the pills. It doesn't really matter. I am not here to shame anyone. I get it. I have seen people fall into and lose themselves. I have felt how heavy it's get. But the real strength is not just pretending like, "Oh yeah, yeah, okay," or saying, "Oh yeah, it's breaking me and still trying to find your way back, la 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 la." If you are like, I don't even know, and if I'm to talk about like my own story, I would say there were days I couldn't get out of bed without something in my system. Not because I wanted to feel good, but because I wanted to feel at all. Like I wanted to feel good, but I couldn't feel good. Um, like gaming actually saved me a lot. Like some night where I was just alone, cold, I didn't know what to do. I just log into the game and play with
Mhm.
people, and it just like takes off the edge. It takes me off the edge. It doesn't make me, even though I have shit going on behind me. Like someone could be in my front, fucking choking. I wouldn't even know you're in my front because I'm lost. I don't even know where I am anymore because I'm in a new world, new people you don't even know, playing with randoms, all the laughter, like, and then when you're done with the game, everything feels quiet. And
Mm.
Lona, God, I beg. If I was to talk about the mental health with it, I would say a lot of drugs, use a lot of people that are using drug as mostly self-medication for pain that's just not visible. People don't realize that addiction isn't just physical; it is emotional, trauma and anxiety or PTSD or depression or whatever. Some of us are just trying to fix something we can't explain out loud. Like you have something going on, but you can't even explain it, even though the person gets it, because you want to stay quiet. You feel like keeping it quiet would make it better, because if they should know about it, they will later use it against you in the future, whatever. Like if you talk about someone you have lost, be it a friend or something, at the end of the day, people switch up. Yeah, they will still blame you for, oh yeah, you're the reason why this happened. You're the reason why this happened. So you just feel like, oh yeah, I'd rather keep it to myself. Um, what am I supposed to talk about? And if I'm just talk about like the end part, I would say you start carrying youth like it's a part of you. You have to, like, it's actually a part of you. But one thing you should know is you don't owe everyone an apology. Not everyone, but some people actually. And it is not your fault for existing in life. But healing isn't just about being perfect, it's about showing up, even messy. Like you have to show up no matter what, you keep on showing up. You show up, you give them a reason to actually put faith in you, put hope in you, fix your problems, fix your mistakes. You don't have to fix the old you, but you have to fix what you know. You, like, if you're doing something bad, oh yeah, what I'm doing is bad, because people around you are gonna run from you. So you have to
Right.
just accept it, put your ego aside, and just accept that. Exactly. Because you keep on talking about
Right.
loss, 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 but you could be the same reason why you're losing people.
Hmm.
So just put the ego aside, and
Okay.
that's just it.
Thank you so so much. That was
Thank you.
good.
Can
Hi everybody. To the people that are just joining the stream, hi sis. Do you have something to say?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So basically, it's nothing too long to say, to be honest. Another thing is, take it easy on yourself. It's going to be fine. It's going to be all right at the end of the day. The thing is, it might take a while, but you'll be okay. And also, know it's,
Right.
it's your first time living life, okay? So you can never really get everything right, and no one is perfect, like I mentioned. Um, just know that everything is going to be okay with time.
Right. Arriva, I have something to say. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know what you're going through, but I would like to tell you that it can only get better. That's one of the things I hold strongly. Like no matter how bad things are, no matter how bad things get, it can only get better. That's what I hold on to that keeps me going. To whoever is going through anything at all, you are strong. You are stronger than you think, and you can overcome anything you set your mind to. I think I'm one of the people that would say Call of Duty is one of the things that saved me. Even TikTok, this black app, one of the things I went through made me addicted to both things, Call of Duty and TikTok. These two apps saved me from myself. I was depressed. I was going through a whole lot of things. I was going through grief, so I understand very well what you guys are saying. The few people that said something, you guys made a whole lot of sense. Like I learned from every one of you. Like Arriva said, she said there are different coping mechanisms. You are the type that might, what's the word? Maybe what you cope with might be alcohol. I'm not the type to judge nobody. We're not here to judge you. But I want you to know that what you're doing, if that's your coping mechanism, if that's the only thing that gives you joy at that point in time, if it's the type that's going to affect you elsewise, I think you need to think about yourself that if after this phase of mine I'm going through, is it going to be okay for me to now go through the elsewise of it? Like maybe any of your body system is like damaged or anything. So if you're going to like get addicted to something and use it as a coping mechanism, let it be something that does not affect you in the future, like you won't later regret. Like gaming as an example, as addicted as I was to Call of Duty, it's still something I can move away from when I want to. It's not something that can harm me elsewise. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Nobody can even tell you how to grieve or how to cope with whatever thing you're going through. But at the same time, you need to think about your future and think about yourself. It's very, very important. Just make sure you're good. It's not easy to like move past things. It's not easy to I don't think I want to compare pain, like, oh, maybe this, if you're going through this, is higher or bigger than this pain. Like me comparing, oh, the pain we go through when we lose someone is bigger or greater than the pain we go through when we're like heartbroken. I don't know. I've been through both, but I don't think I want to compare. But at the same time, for me, I don't think there's any pain that is as great as losing someone. So whoever it is, all right, whoever it is that still have their parents, their loved ones, anybody you love dearly, I think this is like a sign for you to call them, appreciate them, tell them you love them. I wish I had this kind of thing a day before I lost my dad. Maybe I would have picked up my phone, called him, tell him how much I love and appreciate him. So if you can hear me right now, just I don't know, call your loved ones, tell them how much you love and appreciate them. I wish I had the opportunity to like, oh my God. But if he can hear me, I hope he knows that I love him so much. I love you so much. I won't think twice if I'm to give anything for you. I love you that much. So I think that's the all we have to say about grief and loss. If anybody has a question on this ongoing topic, now is the time to ask. And before we go to the next topic,
I'm sorry. Someone said she's not free with her parents, man. Okay, so I'm just going to speak about this because I used to battle with that. One thing you should know is that
oh,
parents, especially African parents, they are not the easiest. I don't know if I should say Nigerian, but I know I've seen other African parents, Ghanaian parents. There are Ghanaians that live just beside us, and man, their dad is a rock. But the one thing I also learned from his daughter is that she understands that, when he grew up, when he was trained, this was the way it was, right? And that's probably what exactly most African parents do carry down, that training, that upbringing, that mentality from when they were born. Now, know that most of us, our parents are 30 years older than us, 40 years older than us. And okay, I'm just even going to use my dad. My dad is actually 40 years older than like 40 good years older than me, okay? And my mom is 30 years older than me. And one thing I know is that the last time I went to Nigeria was last year, right? No, early this year. Yeah, I went last year. This year. Yeah, this year, February. And
pick a
what
date, man.
what exactly, I can't really remember. I swear, I go there a lot. But I didn't really remember because the last time I traveled, it was so close. So, one thing I know is that the Nigeria I left, or my streets particular, gong, 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 yeah, is not the same streets. It doesn't look the same because some things actually have changed. So it doesn't feel like the way it used to feel when I used to still live there. Okay. So that's one thing you should understand. So it's going to change with us. However, our parents, it's really going to be difficult for them because, mind you, 30 years ago or 40 years ago was or is not just 2 days or 20 days or 20 minutes. Okay,
Right.
so always take it easy with your parents. They love you. I promise you, they love you. They might seem so hard,
Imagine.
but they love you. Okay, my dad used to be so hard on me. I never really saw it until I got to some extent, and now I think the point where I started actually really seeing it was when we were about to move over to UK because it was a family travel, and he did some things that I never believed he would do. Because when it got to my own visa, there was an issue. There was actually an issue. They didn't want to give me the visa because, oh well, I was above 18, and they're like, how the fuck is this boy still dependent on you, right? And my dad fought tooth and nail, spent extra money just only because of me. Okay,
Okay, Joe, thank you.
we go over to UK here. My dad wanted to actually pay for
Cynthia,
my
how are you?
school fees. University of Manchester, because
Stop.
the university that actually I was meant to study, I was actually meant to continue law with, refused to give me law because I was an international student. And they say they don't give international students law, like if they're undergraduates. Masters is fine with them, but undergraduates, no. And my dad was like, you know what, you're just going to go to University of Manchester. And I was wondering how this man wanted to actually pull off £25,000 per year just for my school fees. And I had younger siblings. It was then I actually realized that this man actually loves me more than I actually see, or more than I was actually seeing. But I just simply, just give me a minute.
Alright. With that being said, I think we have a few more minutes to round up this topic before we move to the next topic.
But
Next
I
topic, which
simply
is
did not see. I'm so sorry. I simply did
no,
not
no, it's
see
fine.
the kind of love my parents had for me until it was a bit late. Not really late because I still have them. They're still alive, both of them, and I thank God for that. Honestly, if my father died today, I will Christo. I'm not
Alright.
even kidding because I don't think I am ready yet to even, run more than this. This was what I was talking about earlier. If you know you're not ready, if you know you can't, don't go into relationships.
Hi, Sissy.
Because I don't really think my younger brother is still yet to understand that life is not really the way he thinks it is. Okay.
Alright.
And I can't even really get a hold or control of him. It's my dad doing that. It's my
So,
dad doing that. So one thing I would say is learn to know that your parents actually love you, no matter how difficult they are. Yes, they can be so hard sometimes, but they love you. You just have to actually see it on time, because my dad is about to retire in the next 2 years, and I need to plan my life properly before that 2 years, because once he retires, it's going to be on me. It's going to be majorly on me. And that's the thing. Life hits you so fast that you don't actually see it. It just comes like so fast. So learn to appreciate your parents when you can. It can be difficult sometimes, I understand that, but
hi,
yeah.
Christos. So, sis, thank you so much for that. Powder as a question, I'm going to say what I think about the kind of answer I would give her. Then, if any other person has something to add to anything I say, or if you have a different opinion, a different answer to the question she asked, sure, you can push. But she said, TZ, how do I tell my parents I love them when they are emotionally unavailable? I think the fact that you know that they are emotionally unavailable is they are not there for you like when you need them emotionally. That's one thing I wouldn't advise most parents to like. So there are most children that suffer from this whole thing. Growing up, their parents are not usually there for them emotionally. They did not like get the emotional support they needed growing up, and it ends up affecting most of them. Powder. I think everybody owes each other. I'm responsible for my parents the same way they are responsible for me. My dad gave birth to me. I'm his child. He has a responsibility towards me, and I do have a responsibility towards my dad. That is how I love to say it. See, I'm not saying it, I'm not just saying it. I want you to like see it from a different perspective, yeah. if they're not always there for you, are they with you every time, but still they don't give you that emotional support you want or need? Or they are not always available because they are busy with work, trying to make money to make sure you are always fine. So these are the things you need to consider, because I don't think there'll be any parent that would see. One thing I want to like put out there is that your parent loves you no matter how bad you are, no matter how harsh they are towards you. They genuinely love you. They won't think twice giving their life up for you. But it happens to some that they are more busy, like, oh my God, they are so busy that they don't even have the time to support you the way you need. That shouldn't be a problem. You need to understand that part of them and work towards yourself. There are people in life that grew up with no parent at all, but they grew up to be someone. I mean, they grew up to be someone that is worth talking about. Like, wow, I want to be an inspiration to others. I want to be like that person. I'm not saying you don't need your parents, but at the same time, when they are not available, that's the time I want you to sit up and tell yourself that, okay, I'm going to be a better person. I can legit tell other people that my parents were not there for me emotionally, but I still like grow up to be the best version of myself because I've decided to understand them in that part that, okay, this is how busy my parents are. They're not there for me emotionally. If it's a friend you need that gives you the best advice, go to your friends for advice. If you need someone to talk to, I'm always here for you if you want to talk to me, if you need an advice. But don't make this an excuse for you to lose your way. And this should not stop you from telling them how much you love them or how much you care for them. You as my father, because you don't tell me how much you love me, does not mean I'm not going to tell you how much I love you. Because you're not there for me emotionally is not stopping me from telling you how much I love you. So I think you need to like come to the fact that forgive them if you owe anything against them. Don't owe nothing against your parents. I know I might not fully understand what you're saying, but because I did not go through it. I did not have my mom, but my dad was there for me as my mom and as my dad. Even though there was still some things like, oh, you definitely need a mom. She was not there because it's not like maybe she left me or something. I lost her at a very young age. So my dad was there every time. But I have friends that complain like, oh, my dad is so useless. Oh, he abandoned me. Oh, this, oh, that. Oh, I don't love my dad. Or if my dad dies today, I'm not going to feel anything. And the type that would call them that, see, no matter what you're feeling or what you're going through, it's not changing the fact that that man will always be your dad. That is one fact that you can never change. So for this reason, you just do your responsibility towards your parents. Call them, tell them you love them. If you have anything to say to them that, oh, I need more time, talk to them. If they can work towards giving you more time, being there for you after you tell them, then I think they will. And if it's possible that they still don't have the chance, just do your thing without having it at the back of my mind. Oh, they are not there. Just, I don't know, make an excuse for them. Just see the positive side of it. That's what I'm going to tell you. So please don't lose yourself. That's what I have to say. So if anybody has any other things, anything else to say, I think you can say it now. Paul, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Sis, do you have anything to say? Asta, Arrival. Do you guys have anything to say to the
The next
question?
topic should be self-esteem. I saw us actually
Um,
mention that in the
okay,
comments, but
sorry,
I
before you
don't really
move to
want to start off actually.
self-esteem,
Yeah, before
let
we
me
move to the
talk
next
on
topic, Asta has something to
before we
say.
move to yeah, sorry, sis. Um, that's to answer Powder's
Question.
question. He said, how can he make his parents,
How can she
how
tell
can
her
he tell his
parents she loves
parents,
them
how
even though
can
they're
she
not there?
tell a parent
Her
that she loves
parents
them when they are emotionally
not,
unavailable?
yeah.
Well, I will assume that they are Nigerian parents.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and most Nigerian parents, I mean, with the way we are like we were brought up,
Okay.
you don't tell parents I love you, mom, I love you. I mean, like, it's not normal. People do that, yes. There are people
Mm-hmm.
that are literally very, very close to their parents, but
Right.
yeah, most
Imagine.
times it is not a normal thing to tell your parents, oh, I love you, and all that kind of thing. We do it with doings.
Hmm.
So yeah, so you may not really necessarily have to tell them with words. You could do
Okay.
them with your actions. So you know those things that your parents like most of the things that anything that your mom like, or it may not even be material things. It could be um maybe chores or activities in the
Right.
house that you feel that sometimes your parents will be like your parents have mentioned that, oh, they want to do this, they want to do that. Let's say your mom wanted to eat beans, so and she mentioned it. You could just on your own make that beans and tell mom, I cooked beans for you. You mentioned that you wanted to eat beans and I cooked it for you. And you will just see the happiness. And obviously they will know at
Thank
that moment
you.
that you're really interested, that you actually have
Thank you
them
so much.
in their mind, in your mind. So
Right.
you don't really have to say it was action, as they say, speak louder than words. So look at those little things that they usually mention to you, that
Oh,
they
thank
have
you.
pointed out that, oh, they want this and they want that, whatever. Just try and engage in those things and you will just see them smiling like that. So
Okay.
yeah, that's also one of the ways you can just let them know that,
Show
yeah,
them.
you
Okay, Asta,
actually love them.
I
Yes, you
love
can
what you
show
said.
them.
Thank you so much. I don't know if Pada, do you mind giving me an answer to this question I'm about to ask you? Did you ask your question because I said if you have anybody you love or you want to like tell that you love them, you should pick up your phone right now, call them and tell them you love and appreciate them so much. Papa Small, thank you so much for the gifts. W Gifter, W new subscribers. You guys, please, we're trying to get to 50 subs. If you're yet to subscribe to the stream, I'm begging chat. You guys, please subscribe. So, I would like to know, did you ask because I said you need to like tell your parents you love them, or you're just asking in general, like, how do I tell my mom and dad that oh I love them, or how do I show it to them? I'd like to know if it's because of what I said, then me I meant you should tell them with words. It shouldn't be that hard. Like, mom, I
Wait, let
love you
me let me
so
let me say
much.
something. Let me
Dad, I
say
love you
something.
so much.
Can I say something, please? See, I just
Okay,
want you
because you
to
want
know
to know. Okay.
that it's not difficult to tell your parents I love you. Okay? I have never told my dad that before. I
Right.
have told my mom countless of times. It does not mean I don't love my dad. I do show it out. Like I do things to show that oh I love you. But
Hmm.
I don't actually say with my mouth. I don't know. See, it's not because it's difficult. Just
To tell your parents you love you, like it's so cringe. Like,
see.
Mimi.
I,
Mimi.
I, I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't
This is
know.
for
I've told
me
my mom
though.
countless. I can. I'm comfortable with telling my mom that, but for my dad, I'd rather just do something to show, or I'd rather do something and
Why
put it in a piece of
wasn't
paper
weird
for
to
him to
some
see that.
people?
Oh, I did say that. But
I
man,
don't know, sure, but for me,
see, it's just I don't know. But if that's the issue for you, Paula, which I don't really think that's the issue for you, though. If
Okay.
that's the issue for you, it's totally fine. Don't
Right.
see. You don't really need to do too much for you to actually tell your parents you love them or show them that you love them. You have to start off by respecting them and just doing what you know that would give them peace of mind. Don't really
You guys, W Papa
use
Small
them
from
so
the
much.
chat. Papa Small, thank you so
Uh,
much. So,
For me,
Mimi, thank
that's
you.
my own 2 cents. Okay,
Sis,
I
thank you
don't know.
so much. Sis, thank you. So, Mimi, I would like to you guys. Mimi is one of our special guests for today, but she came late, but it's fine. I know she's very busy. She's probably still at work. But Mimi, I would like you to just help us because our amazing sis, our rival, Asta, they've said a whole lot about grief and loss that we've learned from. So I'll just like you to answer a question real quick as fast as you can so we can move to the next topic. So Powder asked the question. Oh my god. Let me look for the question again. I don't know what's showing. I can't find Powder's question again, but I think She asks like, how can she tell her parents she loves them even when they are emotionally unavailable? Yeah, that's the question.
To be fair, sometimes I've not really said I love you to some people I do love. Sometimes I don't say it. I just, especially my dad, especially
Me,
my dad.
TeeZee. Me, I'm not scared to tell anybody I love them. If
No,
I
I
love you, I'm
say
going to
no.
say
And
I'm
for
not
me,
as
scared.
like,
much as
No,
you
I'm
okay,
not.
want.
so
I'm not
I want
scared.
to
I would
say
See,
like
something.
I would
I'm
like to hear
laughing.
what Mimi has to say.
Well,
But sis, you can just round up what
okay,
you're trying to
oh,
say.
okay. So why I said such is I don't know, man. See, you could they tell old
Please,
man you love him.
just there is your dad.
It doesn't mean I don't. Okay, I would rather get him something.
I
Okay, I'm just going to randomly say this. The last time I did say such, I just randomly got him a gift, put a note inside there, and wrote it that I love you and I do
put
appreciate
this
everything you do.
sunlight.
And
Yeah, thank you.
that's basically it for me. I feel like he has not
Yes,
said it to
thank you
me
so
before as well.
much.
Man,
That's
see,
7 more
I don't know.
steps to
It
go.
just feels weird to be fair. For me, I don't know. It's
Promise,
somehow.
thank you. So you guys are okay. I would like to hear I just want to see yes, no in the comment section. To the people that is like watching us right now, is it hard for you to tell your parents you love them? I just
My
want to
dad
know.
tells me,
So
yeah.
Mimi, can you answer the question?
Okay, for me, I feel like my parents have not like been emotionally available in my life, right?
Okay.
So my mom said I love you to me for the first time. It was it was just so I couldn't say it back. I was just like, um okay, bye. It was just like I was just like it's always been in my head. Like I don't know what to say. I was,
Wow.
do you love me? That kind of question. Is it actually real? Did it actually like care for me or something? Or like my dad had never said I love it to me though. My dad, I can't even say I love it to my dad. That's the weirdest thing I can ever do.
Wow.
But for my mom, it's something that she used to say, and I've not still said it back though. I don't know why, but it's just so.
Delilah, thank you. Like they're making it such a big deal. Now I'm starting to feel like the weird person. It doesn't take me for every text I sent to my dad, because the last thing I was able to wish my dad
It's
before
because maybe
he
it's
passed
because
away was Happy Father's Day.
your
And I
parents
had
have
it, I
always
love you,
like
like you're the best.
so it's just
Me, I'm very expressive, or maybe
how
that's
bad do
why, but
you
like
get? Like I
what's
don't know. They're not showing it. It's just I just feel like maybe it's fake. Or they're just saying it because they're just in the moment, or they're just
that's
doing showing love because they just want to, because after some minutes
imagine
everything will
Amani.
change.
Give
Amani.
me, give me, give me more. Make I know Gigi. I know Sabi. Which one is most of us
What do you
around
mean
love
by
or?
please? I'm loved
But
now.
Mimi, it
So
doesn't mean. I'm so sorry. I
I'm
just
actually
wanted
loved
to.
at home. Oh. I'm very much loved
But
at home, but I just can't
right.
Mimi,
say I love you to my parents. I just
I just want you to know something. If your parents don't actually do tell you that they love you, they're not faking it or just
Mm-hmm.
because of the moment. I hope you know
Right.
because the person telling
I
you
know
that she
nothing
loves
about
you
love.
I'm just
carried
talking based
you
on circumstances, like
in her
you know,
stomach for 9 months, man.
parents.
So
They
I
can be
don't
good.
just
Hold
actually
on,
think
I
it's
want to say something. Parents, they can be good to you just for 1 minute, and all of a sudden they have changed, and you just be like, not be this person will just tell me I love you. Be this, what happened? Or they can just buy you something so nice, and the next minute they can take it back. I had a situation that my mom broke my phone, and she got me a new phone and told me she was sorry. Then she now broke the phone again. And I was like,
Um,
she's like showing you love and taking it back,
if
something like that.
if any viewer has any questions to ask that's not relating to the ongoing topic, yeah, we're going to
My
answer
my
every
phone is
question after we're done talking about today's topic. So we're not like shutting it off completely, but like there's a time for it. Mimi, thank you so much. Is that all you have to say?
yeah, that's all right. I just me for me, I feel like it's very weird for me to tell my
Highly.
parents I love
I
you.
love
And I
them.
actually understand where Pada is coming from. Everybody has
Okay.
different perspective on when it comes to love with parents. There are people, their
Right.
parents are there with them, showing them love 247. They're never changing, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
some people that their parents show them love, take it back, show them love, take it back. Like and it just feel weird for you to just like just I love you
Accept the
too.
fact. Okay.
Yeah, it's just
That,
it's
I'm
gonna take a
sorry. I
lot.
just want to get like maybe I just want to get your point. Yeah, I just want to. Is it like in an aspect of discipline? Because if it's about discipline or about maybe you've done something that pissed them off or something that does not sit
They
right with
don't do
them.
anything
Okay,
that is pleasing my
and
parents.
they no no I'm just going to see I'm just actually going to point this out from this point. Okay,
right.
because I am there where I have a younger brother and he does fuck up sometimes. Okay, and we go crazy and I actually go crazy like on him, and then he thinks I hate him for some reason, but
Oh
actually.
no, that I'm not talking about you beating the person up. There are
No,
different ways
it's not about
parents
beating
can
because
hurt
I
you.
actually do not beat my
Yeah, there are
siblings.
different ways
What
like
I
a
mean
parents
is
can hurt you like without even raising your hand.
what I mean is in what situation do is it something you might have done because this is one thing we fail to accept. This is now the part we fail to accept. We might have done things to piss our parents off. I have done things that actually made my parents go so mad at me, go crazy at me. Okay, and they come here and
That's
say,
true.
these people
That's
hate me,
true.
right? But actually they do love me. So I'm like, if it's something where you fuck up and that was
Normally,
like
thank you.
maybe
I love you
after
too.
they just told you they love you, or actually after they've just actually showed you love, it does not mean they cannot discipline you or show you that harsh side so you understand that what you did is wrong. It doesn't mean they don't love you. It doesn't mean they stopped loving you. But at that
Right.
point, they need you to realize that maybe you've done wrong,
So
or maybe you've done something that
For
does not
me,
sit
Chad,
right
to
with them.
correct you though, when it comes to my parents, my mom, mostly my mom, you don't have to do anything wrong for them to even actually get on your ass. Like, I'm just saying, I know the scenario you're talking about, but that's not my scenario. But it's all good though. I don't really like talking about my parents.
Mimi, thank you so much. Sis, thank you so much. So everybody just joining the stream. Hi
You're
everyone.
welcome.
TeeZee, we have this kind of show every Wednesdays and every Saturday, 7 p.m. West African time. Today's topic is grief loss, but we're done talking about that for now. The next one we're moving to is self-esteem and self-worth. So that's what we'll be talking about now. And if you're yet to like give me a follow, please do that. And I would like you to please follow the TZ podcast account on your screen because we'll soon start going live on that account. As soon as we can go live on that account, you see us stream there instead of streaming on my personal account. And we're trying to get to 50 subs on this current account. So please, if you can subscribe and you're not a sub yet,
Uh,
I'm begging, please subscribe to the stream.
Also, guys,
Thank you for the support.
I just want to say something, though. I just want to say, Ike, I love you.
Shey na wetin sis dey do. I'm not there. A man telling a man I love you. I'm not there. Oh. AK is professing his love. I don't know. You guys, I have no hand in this. Self-esteem. I'm trying to write up the topic and self-worth. I think I love this topic. You guys, this topic we're about to get into, I would love to hear what you guys think about these two things, self-esteem and self-worth. Okay. Thing I knows I do. You'll be fine. Where do I put this in order not to? I don't know. Delilah, is this okay there? The topic.
Even Die Hard as well. Amani where they talk, all of them actually. I do love them. They know I do. And it's not no
Rest.
homo,
Rest in Jesus' name.
nothing,
Don't come here and take
nothing
it up.
sauce actually. I
Is
love
it
my
not?
guys
Is
actually.
it not? Is he okay now? I want them to be able to see. If it's too up, the people on the viewers list they don't see it. Say like they come After you open your camera, come and show us your fine face. Is it okay like this? I don't know. Delilah is the one that knows where to. I don't know. She tells me where to place it. I guess she's not here right now. It's fine. Why you guys telling your same gender you love them? What are you doing, Adriel? Hmm. You guys, let's move on. Let's move on to the next topic. So To my amazing guests, Sis, Arriva, Asta, and Mimi, we'll be talking about self-esteem and self-worth right now. Oh, I love you too, Asta. I love you. So, yeah, we'll be talking about what's the word? Self-esteem and self-worth right now. Sis, do you have anything to tell us about self-esteem and
Uh,
self-worth?
it's just it's
I'm
so simple.
sorry.
Okay, I don't really have much to say. I basically would just put it in one word: no greed, MC, you finish. That's what I can say, honestly.
Your
It's
what?
so much to explain. I said I just have like something so simple to say. No greed, MC, you finish. That's what I can say when it comes to self-esteem. Well, it's more than that. It's also, it also basically involves the way you carry yourself around people and
Right.
the way you present yourself, and also that people would
Right.
people
I
would
was
view you
she.
the way you present yourself. So try to present yourself in the best way possible. Okay, so people actually do have that respect for you. But at the same time, no greet them see you finish. Especially the people you love, no greet them see you finish. Especially the people you're very, close to yourself around. Don't let it happen. Not everyone is your person.
Hmm. So that's all you have to say. Okay. Thank you so much for saying that. However, do you have anything to say on self-esteem and self-worth?
Yes, I do. But can I just pack this pop up to the fire first and the people can go? Because I'm frying
Okay, sure.
egg.
Fry for how many people? 24. Then we have me. I think 25 people. You guys, W subscribers. Does that mean we'll be able to get to 50 subs today? You guys, I need 6 more subscribers. I'm begging. Please chat. 6 more subscribers, please. Anybody that can subscribe. Six more,
Like
six more,
say
six more.
few words about like self-esteem and self-worth. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
self-esteem is just the way you feel about yourself, but self-worth, I don't even know how to actually like differentiate the difference between these two, but they are
Purpose.
different,
Okay.
but in different ways. You know, self-esteem is when you're very like confident. Like, yeah,
Okay.
confidence. Like, oh, I can say, oh, I'm confident that I passed this exam. That's like self-esteem if I'm not making myself. But self-worth
Okay.
is, it's just like even if this guy breaks up with me, I know my worth. So
Okay.
so that's like okay, you have self-worth. But I don't really know much to say. I don't have much to say on this topic because
All
it's
right.
kind of
That's fine.
very, very confusing.
Let me. Should I like share a little bit of what I
Yeah,
know about?
yeah,
You
go
guys.
for
I
it.
think I
Thank you
would
so
like
much.
to explain a little about self-esteem and self-worth. Self-esteem is something you build. When we're saying something you build, like your confidence, the the way you like place yourself, it's just something you build. It's what you have to do by yourself. That's what you work with. But self-worth is like inbuilt. It's like you knowing fully well, like, oh, I'm the most beautiful person in the world. It's something that comes from God. It's you knowing your worth. Like, okay, no matter what happens, this thing is not changing. It's that thing you feel in yourself. Like maybe the beauty part of it, the fact that just the inbuilt part of it, while self-esteem has to do with more of the confidence, the intelligence part of it. Oh, I'm very intelligent. Do you understand what I'm saying? While the what of it, do you mean you guys? Thank you so much for subscribing. 5 more subs. Oh my god, I'm emotional. You guys, if you can subscribe to this stream, please do that. Thank you so much. So, Mimi, do you have anything to say now? So, self-esteem is more of like what you work for. I need to like work on my confidence. I need to like work on how I talk to people. Just yeah.
What I'll just say is there anyone in the comments that feels less
High or your blood.
about themselves? Like, do you have any, like, anyone has any questions pertaining their self worth or self confidence? If you do, drop and we'll answer.
Okay, so is there any question you guys would like to ask about anything relating to self-esteem and self
I'm sorry.
worth.
Wait, let me
No,
say
I
something.
don't want to talk. I want to actually deep. I have something to do right now, though.
All right, sis. Thank you so much for
Okay.
coming up.
Thank you.
God bless you. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll, so on this topic, I have some things to say. So, um, when I was little, I usually think self-esteem has to do with what people think about me. So if people think that, oh, I'm a nice person and all that, it is supposed to increase my self-esteem. And if
Okay.
people think that, oh, I'm a bad person and all that, I automatically lose that self-esteem.
Hmm.
But now, in this age, I mean, in
Right.
this world now, obviously, I don't care about what anybody think about me.
W.
So that is how I started to build my self-esteem and self-worth, because I know that I am a speck and I am enough.
Period.
So there's nobody that can tell me that, oh, I'm this and I'm that, and I'll start feeling bad that, oh, you don't like me and all that. If you don't like me, no problem. Go and look for who likes you. Who cares?
Facts. I
You
love
understand?
that. I love
Yeah.
the
So
energy.
there's somebody in this comment section that was
Right.
talking about her ex, that her ex is calling her a gold digger because she left him based on the fact that he was maltreating her and all that kind of thing.
Hmm.
And then he told her that there's nobody that is going to marry her if she leaves. That's what she said, he said. And that has to do with self-esteem, because there are some women that have gotten to this stage where they are they don't think they are enough. They don't think that any man will ever like them. They don't think anybody will ever like them. They don't think there's anybody that will ever want to settle with them. So once they get that one person, no matter how toxic the person is, no matter how bad the person treats them, they stay because they think that is the only person that will ever want them. And
Wow.
that affects their self-esteem. They obviously do not think they are enough. They have inferiority complex, and they eventually they start losing themselves, and they start being dependent on whoever it is that is treating them bad. So one thing you need to do is you need to know that as long as your daily food is not depending on on a particular person, you don't need that person to survive. Like me, that's how I used to live. If I know that you are not giving me, there's nothing in this life that you are giving me that I cannot do without. So if you're not giving me something that I can't do, then I don't see why I need your opinion in my life. Even
Right.
people that are still contributing into my life, I still set my boundaries for them. There are some things you can say to me, and there's some things you can't say to me. If you say this, fuck up. Like, if you say this to me, and I tell you that I'm not comfortable with this, and you feel like you still have the need, you can still talk anyhow. I will cut you off. There's no
Sorry
point
to
of you being
cut
in
you
my
off.
life.
Hold on, hold on. Sorry to cut you off. I understand that you're actually bringing the concept of like, if someone said this about you, don't give a fuck. Let me just tell you, like, there are times that you might say, okay, let's be courageous today. Let's not care about like what anyone's saying. It takes a lot of people to not actually give a fuck about what someone say about them. And mostly if you're someone that already have self-hate, it's it takes a lot of you to have confidence in
Thank
yourself
you.
to be if someone can just come to you and be like, oh, you look beautiful, or maybe now let me just say, let's not even talk about relationship right now. Let's just talk about clothing. You're going out, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh, I like this clothes. Then you go and you just meet out with your friends and you're like, why are you wearing this? This color doesn't match with this color, right? You all be like, you're like, but I left home and it's nice. But why they saying it's not in your head? You're like, they'll be like, okay, just enter the car. Anyways, you're already dressed, let's go. Like, and maybe you just get to a crowd and you see nobody speaking to you, but other people are speaking to your friends. That can reduce your self-esteem because you feel like you're ugly. What you're wearing is not nice. I don't have it. It's the no.
Asta,
So
do
it's
you
the
have
person. It's the like.
just a
It
question?
takes. I feel like it's a struggle that everybody has. Sometimes you might do the I don't care, but a little bit of you will care. You will care. You might be so courageous, but there's this thing in everybody's life. I don't know. I think everybody struggles with that. That you judge yourself, and I would say I did struggle with it too. Did struggle with being courageous, having self worth, having self confidence, and all that. But when you come to think about it, it's a long process. It takes a long process. You might even be so I don't care kind of character now, but somebody can say something to you that will actually hurt you so deep, and you'll be like, your self esteem will just reduce. You just see yourself worthless because of what one person can say to you. It's all about people you mingle with, who you decide to be with. There have been so many people that they have said so many bad stuff about that. In the night, they'll start crying that, these are my friends. So my friends are saying this about me. These are the people I'm mingling with. And these people are saying this about me. You'll be sad, you'll be depressed. You cannot give a fuck at that moment because it's just one person, it's a crowd.
Same here.
So it takes like a lot of courage, a lot of like self-love to get to a point that you might not give a fuck anymore. You might just do what you need to do. It's a process. It's not just
Um,
just jump into it and say, oh, this person said this about me, I don't care, like I like this. No,
Mimi,
it's
I
a
think
process you have
that
to take.
I understand what you're saying, but I think that has to do with Asta, let me just
Okay.
um chip in something. I think that has to do with people that already have low self-esteem. If you've had low
Yeah.
self-esteem, you need to work towards like building yourself. That's to do with self-love. But Asta is saying more of people that already like you know your worth and your self-esteem is high. Do you understand? But you're saying it from the perspective of someone that already has a low self-esteem. It's not
Yeah,
that
because I
easy for
feel like
someone
every
that has a
every
low
teenager
self-esteem.
in the 20s, I feel like everybody struggle with their self-esteem. Even me till now, self, I still kind of shaky sometimes. But
Honestly,
at the
I did
same time,
not.
I don't really. Yeah, sometimes I'll be like,
Me,
Me as a
fuck it.
person.
I just be like,
okay,
Yeah.
so
fuck it.
yeah, Mimi, I get
Asta,
what you're
go ahead.
saying. I did I think I addressed that to some extent. I said before I used to think that my self-esteem was based on how people think about me, talk about me and all that, and it used to affect my self-esteem
Hmm.
until eventually I came to realize that I am enough and I'm worth it. So I
Right.
have already gotten to that point where I have built my self worth already. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where I now started talking from. I started talking from
Thank you.
where I now have my self worth. So I would not allow anybody to talk to me anyhow. You can talk to me, no problem. It's a free world. You have
Hmm.
freedom of speech, but that doesn't mean I would now, you now have access to my space again. You understand? So I'm talking based on the fact that I now understand my self-worth. I understand my that I am enough and I am worth it and I am awesome. So
Definitely.
you do not, I do not have to allow you to be in my space if I do not want you to be in my space. You understand? So yeah, but from where you're talking about, yeah, everybody did struggle with self-esteem
Yeah.
at
Low
some point in their
self-esteem.
life.
Hmm.
Yes, and even as I already have myself, I mean, like I already understand what I am. There are still some certain friends that will still talk to me a certain way that I will now feel somehow that my self-esteem will now go down a little.
Yeah,
but it is not forever.
that's what I'm
It is
saying.
just
Yeah,
a
that's what I'm trying
slight
to say. Like,
weakness because I'm
even
a
if you
human.
have like 100% courage and 100% like you'll have like a lot of motivation on yourself. It's there's always a particular time that someone can say something to you unexpectedly and it'll just hurt your feelings because you're still struggling with it. Even people that are even old people self, that sometimes you can say something to them self, it goes deep in them. It's just like it's just all about, I feel like it's all about you. It's something that you have to come out from it. So if there's anyone in the comments that is struggling with like self-esteem, your self-worth, you have self-hate and all that, I feel like it's something that you have to come out from. I was talking to a friend, right? She doesn't post herself. Like, she doesn't post herself. She used to always post cartoon. I told her, like, why don't you post yourself? Like, what's going on? Say that she thinks she feels ugly. She feels like she's not fine. That everybody always tell her that she's ugly. She cannot post herself anywhere. She can't post herself on social medias or anything. And I was always like, sister, don't feel like that. But there's nothing I can say to build herself confidence because it's a decision she has already made that I feel ugly because people tell me I feel ugly. Then I told her, like, I know that people are saying this, but do you think that you feel ugly? You have other people around you in your life that are very more comfortable with you. There are other people that praises your look, and she actually looks beautiful. But there's a lot of people
Um,
that hate her and say like she's thick, she's fat, though she's fat, she's very fat. So everybody like talk about her body and everything. So she was very insecure and all that. But it took her like a lot of years to come out and start posting herself. But look at her now. She's working on herself, she's working on her body. She grew the confidence because the little people who believed in her, who talked positive to her, helped. But it was a lot of work, but she got to that
she
stage.
got
And
there.
if you are anybody that is struggling with your self-hate, maybe body shaming yourself, feeling like you're not good enough,
Phone
feeling like
also.
you're ugly, always believe that there's always other people that's going to like you. It's just like celebrities. It's not everybody that likes them, but a lot of people still like them. They don't really care about the hate, but they care
I do
about the
too.
love. So always focus on the love instead of the hate. It's going to be difficult. It's not something serious. It's not something that is easy to come out from, but always try to focus on the love instead of the hate. Don't give ears to the hate. The hate is always going to be there, but don't give ears to it. Try to find peace in other things. There are different things to find peace in. There are different things to find happiness in. Don't try to focus yourself on one person's word or 1,000 people's word. If it's only one person telling you that you look beautiful, you're not ugly, you're fine as shit, you're fine shit or anything, focus on that one person. I know the crowd might be yelling in your ears, but try to create peace with positive words. Yeah.
Hi everybody. To anybody that can hear me right now, if you have a friend, a sister, I don't know, anybody you know that's feeling less of him or herself, I would like you to share this live to that person because you guys, you want to talk here, you're going to add to the whole thing, but I would like someone that's feeling less in any way to
Thank you
join this
very
frame because it might be what I'm going to say, it might be what our rival would say, it might be what Asta or Minsan would say that might actually help that person. Yeah. So if you have anybody at all you feel should be
I
here,
just saw
please
someone's
share the
comment
live stream.
saying someone called me a pick me.
I
Some
see.
powder.
Someone did what?
Some powder said someone called me a pick me. All I'm just gonna say is you know yourself. You're not a pick me. You know yourself. You're not you're not what they say you are. I've been a victim that people call me like boyfriend snatcher, slut, always gonna be like around guys, like all this kind of women. But I know that I'm just trying to create peace for myself. I'm trying to mingle with people that gives me confidence, and I'm just trying to mingle with people that makes me happy, right? And instead of mingling with people that will be gossiping me, mingling with people that, to be honest, females, me when it comes to female friends, they're wild. They are wild, like literally,
Same.
they can hit you, like they can shock your
Oh wait,
skin.
what? Ask that for real. Oh wait,
They can literally eat your skin, to be
you
honest.
guys.
So I would just say if you are in a very toxic place, like maybe you are among friends and one particular friend says something bad about you and the rest of them are now laughing about you, they're laughing at you about it, take
Papa
yourself out
Rio,
of it.
hi.
That's all I'll just say. Just take yourself out of that crew. You know that is not your people. That's
Right.
a sign. God has given you a sign not to push yourself in it. You may laugh it out and take it like they're just joking, because one joke can turn to 1,000 jokes. That's how it is, and that can actually affect your self-worth and your self-esteem. And I think this self-esteem and self-worth things is based on what people say about you. It's not just based on you alone. It's based on how people, because you and like me, I can say I'm ugly, and somebody can just come and say you are ugly, and I'll be like, oh wow, am I really ugly? That has already affected me already. That
Um,
actually make me feel bad.
Hi everybody.
Can I
Asta,
can
before
I
you
talk
like,
now?
yeah, you're going to
Ah,
talk, but like, let me say something real
Let
quick.
TeeZee say
You
something.
guys, please, we're trying to get to 50 subscribers. We are 3 subs away from 50 subscribers. Please, guys, if you're here to subscribe to the stream, I'm begging. I need 3 more subscribers so we can get to the sub goal for today. And we're going to continue what we've been saying. Like I said, if you have anybody to share the stream to, please do that, because in a way or two, there are people suffering from this topic, low self-esteem, not knowing their self-worth, and being a victim of whatever. And I would like us to speak more on the positive side of it, because you don't know who you're talking to, you don't know who is listening from the FYP, you don't know who will get to watch this video when we post it on YouTube and other social media platforms. So I would like us to like speak more on the positive aspect, how to correct it, how to build your self-worth, how to work on your self-esteem, how to love yourself more. So yeah, you guys can continue. Asta, you said you have
yeah.
something to say.
Yes. I was just you just mentioned what I wanted. I
Oh,
wanted to talk about how you can overcome you
low
can get
self-esteem.
self-esteem and self-worth. Yes.
Okay.
So, as we know, self esteem is actually performance based. It is based on how you feel about yourself and how others respond to you. So,
Hmm.
let's say if you do something and you know how to do something very well, and let's say you are in a workspace and you're good at graphic design and you do a certain work, and somebody comes and meets you and tell you, oh my god, your work is so fantastic, that's already increases your self-esteem. So that's one way to actually increase your self-esteem, is to build on what you eh, build on a skill. So for people that are experiencing low self-esteem, I would advise them that they should look for a skill they are very good at, master it, get good at it, and start working on it. And
Right.
even you yourself, once you have seen that, oh, I'm very good at this thing, you start having this, I won't say, you start having
Confidence.
this pride, yes, this
Hmm.
confidence that, oh, I'm good at this shit, I'm good.
Right.
Like when you just do the work, you just be admiring your creation and you will love it. And from there you start boosting your confidence, and you know, you start like being more of yourself. That's one. Then two, the people you keep in your life matters. So if you notice that you are in a circle where every person always have something negative to say to you, no matter how good you do something good, they always have something bad to say. You do something bad, they always have some, like, they are never they never say anything positive to you. Then you need to get out from that place, because obviously you cannot build your self-esteem or self-worth in that situation. So you need to surround yourself with positive people, and positive people and people that they have clear goals and clear mind, because for you to also increase your self-worth, you need to associate yourself with other people that have self-esteem and self-worth. You
Right.
understand, to actually get better. So yeah, and the third is boundaries. You need to set your boundaries right. You
Mm.
don't allow anybody to overstep. Once you say, oh, this is where I crossed the line,
Let it be
and
there.
keep to that boundaries. You need to set your priorities, you need to set your boundaries. Once anybody cross that boundaries, whoever it is, you let the person know that you have your cup is flowing.
Mm.
So you need to, it's either you stop this thing, or
You're out of
I
my
won't be able
life.
to talk to you anymore. Because
Right.
once people notice, they can always push your buttons and you will not react.
Mm.
They will continue and continue and continue doing whatever it is that they are doing to you, knowing fully well that you don't even have belief in yourself. So why should they have belief? Why should they, put you in that high, like, why should they rate you when you don't
Right.
even rate yourself? And once you don't rate yourself, other people won't rate you, and there's no way your self-esteem is going to increase. So you need
Right.
to rate yourself. You need to put yourself up there and let people know that you are up there. So if you don't act right, I like basically I mean, like, you will do away
Thank
with them.
you.
You understand? So yeah,
Baby
that's all I have to
subscribers.
say. And you need to realize that you don't need to convince people
I still
to
myself.
like you. You don't
Right.
need to convince people to like you. You don't need to explain to people why they should like you. If you have like one or two people that, if, like, let me even go back to the home. If you are if as they say, there's love at home. If you are getting love at home, and other people are not seeing that love, or people are always pointing bad about you, you should already know that those people, they don't mean well for you,
Mm.
because your family already loves you. So if your family love you and they like, obviously you will have talks with your parents and brothers and sisters and all that, and they are advising you and all that kind of thing. If they can can rate you, why should somebody that did not give birth to you not rate you? The fuck, like, you should regard yourself as somebody that is important.
And I love
Like,
you
you should have a
subscribe.
main character syndrome.
Right.
You like, be when you're watching movie, there's always a main character that have the plot armor, even though there are some movies that, yes, the main character dies anyways, but you should have that main character syndrome, that I'm the main person here. So
Mm.
even though it should also, you should not, like, all this is, I'm not saying that you should have this very big ego that you start acting anyhow and just talking anyhow. Obviously, as you're working on your self-worth, you should also work on your character, your behavior, and everything. But
Right.
if you have the right community, the right people, and you know that, yes,
Thank
sometimes
you.
this person can be positive about me, and sometimes this particular person can also calls me out and all that. If this person is telling you you are doing good, then you should know that you are doing good, and
Right.
don't allow any other person to, step on you. You understand? So yeah, with these few points
Asa.
of mine, I hope I'll be able to convince you and not confuse
Asa.
you.
I love every point you made. Thank you so much. That was so nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope you guys heard what Asta said. You can see the confidence, even with her just saying it. You can know that this person, nobody can make her feel less of herself. The same way me, ha. See, if you're coming once, I'm giving you 10 times. Nobody can make me feel less of myself. I have that confidence up to that point that, nah, I'm sorry. I'm not giving you no time, no space to make me feel less. There's even nothing you can use against me. So yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
like
Mimi, do you have anything to say to round up what you want
I
to say? Then we
saw
move
like
to
someone asked
Amaba.
a question, but I can't find it.
Oh, someone did.
Yeah, but I can't find it anymore.
You guys, please, I need one more subscriber to get to 50 subs. I'm begging one more person to sub. Just one more to reach today's sub goal. Do I have anybody that can subscribe? Just one subscriber. One more. Who is going to be our 50th subscriber? TeeZee, they see your mod. Waiting them do. Adriel, warn yourself. Adriel. You guys, one more sub to get to 50. Arrival, are you ready? Hydrate.
No, wow. Yeah, I'm here.
Are you ready to talk to us or you're still busy?
No, I'm already done. I'm already done.
Anaki, thank you. You
Um,
guys, W50 subs, thank you so much. You guys are the best. I'm emotional. You guys, thank you. God
oh
bless
my God.
every one of you. Arrival, sure.
Hmm?
Let's hear what you have to say.
There's something I would love to say before like going into the main topic here, and it is that because I had some few discussion earlier, and I was gonna say, if everyone was perfect in this world here, this world would be like it would lose its richness and meaning. Like our imperfections, our struggles, our mistakes, and vulnerability are what actually shape our humanity. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you don't expect
Right.
to be very
Can you say
perfect.
that again? I would love
I
to
feel
hear that
like
again.
if everyone was like perfect in this world, the world would lose its richness and meaning and like, or value because
Mhm.
our imperfections or struggles and mistake and I said vulnerability are what shapes our humanity. If that makes sense.
Our imperfections are what shapes our humanity. Okay. I think that's what I pick from the
So
your
we can
imperfection. Nobody is perfect. That is true.
something or even close to being perfect here because we learn from their own mistake as well, and that's what makes us human. Yeah. And then I always say I would love to talk about a lot of things about the self-esteem and self-love. I will also say I feel like one could probably build their self-esteem.
Hmm.
Not everyone can have self-esteem. We have to know that. You don't expect everyone to have self-esteem, no matter how hard you try to have it. Not everyone can have it. You understand? And you can also lose yourself while trying to build your self-esteem because sometimes it's the process of fixing yourself. So you start chasing the version of you that looks perfect on the outside or but feels empty in the inside. And then you start getting obsessed over affirmation, changing how you look, like or reading all this quotes, like this TikTok quote and motivational talk on TikTok or wherever, cutting people off left and right, blah blah blah. And before you know it, you're performing again just for a different audience. So it's like a trademark, if that makes sense, because I see a lot of people going through, like watching all these motivational talks on TikTok, all this thing. Those kind of things can also mess up your head. What you're trying to build
Hmm.
yourself, it's gonna make you lose yourself because sometimes the word are gonna eat you. You start feeling related, but the truth is that you're not feeling related. You are not. You have to understand that this motivational talks and all that shouldn't get to you. Don't let it get to you too bad. It's gonna make you lose yourself at the same time. When you're going so much over it, you start feeling depressed and all that kind of thing. So while you're trying to fix yourself, you would lose yourself in the progress. In the process,
Right.
sorry, in the process, you would lose yourself in the process. It's like a trap, you know. And then I'm gonna talk about now I'm gonna talk about like how to build yourself, like how to build the self-esteem and the self-love.
Mhm.
Not the internet version here, but like a real life something. It's like a
Hmm.
real life, a quiet and ugly, honest kind.
Right.
You build it by like being real with yourself. You stop chasing perfection and start accepting reality. What I mean by that is like, don't ever think you have to be perfect. Don't ever
Hmm.
tell yourself, "Oh, I want to be perfect. I want to be like this person." Be the best version of yourself. Don't ever make statements like, "Oh, I wish I was like you. I wish my girlfriend was like you." Things like that. Don't say that. Don't let that come from your mouth. It is
Wow.
not something you should be saying. Doing that, you are literally not building your self love or self esteem. You are bringing it down by trying to look like someone else. Be it their character or their physical appearance or anything, you would lose yourself in the progress process again. Sorry. Um, and then you build it also by showing up for yourself in the little moments. choosing to eat when you haven't, resting instead of punishing yourself, not texting someone back because it makes you feel small or something, taking a break without guilt. You understand? Like, you
Right.
don't stop feeling like, oh yeah, I don't want to eat, I'm not hungry. I don't want to sleep. Or no, 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 no. This is something I do myself. I won't lie. I will say the honest truth. I do not hate at the time I need to eat. And that has made me realize a lot of things, yeah, in the process of me trying to gain my own self-esteem as well. So you need to give your body a break as well when it needs a break. Don't over push yourself over the boundary.
Right.
And also, you also build it when you stop running and actually sit down with your pain, and then you ask yourself. These are questions I have asked myself. Yeah, I have asked myself things like, "Oh, where did I learn to hate myself? What made me feel like love had to be aimed? What part of me have I been hiding just to survive? Blah blah blah." These are questions you have to ask yourselves. Don't you might later build up another question, but I want you guys to ask yourself this question right now. Where did I learn to hate myself? Or what made me feel like I have to earn love? Like, what part of me have I been hiding just to survive? These are questions you have to think about. Like, you have to take a deep breath and answer it. It doesn't have to be like something you just answer instantly, but at your own free time you can just like go over it and then you know set the honest truth to yourself. You understand? And also, if I'm going to talk about like losing the self-esteem, I would say there are people who struggle with self-esteem and self-love because they have faced a rejection, criticism, or difficult experience that made them like doubt their worth. Sometimes they haven't been taught how to like um show value to themselves, or haven't had any support to build confidence here. Like, there are a lot of people who had self-esteem, but because they got rejected by some people that have a crush on, blah blah blah, you just have to leave on. Don't make what other people are asked to say about you bring you down. It doesn't. Don't let it change you who you are. Don't make it come close to you. Another kind of thing, yeah. And also, if there's anything I've also learned, it is that self-love isn't a goal, yeah. It is a practice. Like, some days you will feel full of it, and there are days you will feel empty. That's how days are. You don't expect every day. It can't be a butterfly in your stomach, yeah. It comes and go. It comes and go. There are days you would not feel the self-esteem you have. And there are some days you will feel like, oh my God, I feel so loved today. So I wanna make myself happy. La 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 la. It is not always there. It goes and come.
Right.
It goes and come. That's it. That's just how it is. You don't expect it to just be there every day, 24/7 or something. It doesn't work that way. And also, the version that you are chasing, the one that makes you feel safe, like grounded at peace, you're already becoming them every time you choose yourself, even in silence, yeah. That same version of you that you're trying to get, you have it. You're not just saying it. You already have it in front of you. You just have to like usually just hug it. It is right there. Just hug it. Just accept it. Sometimes what you're looking for is right in front of you, but you are too blinded to see it. It is right in front of you.
Right.
And I'm also gonna talk about like things that I've also felt that I've also like passed through personally in the past couple of, let me say, 90 days. There was something that happened, and that
Go
made me
ahead.
realize that not everyone can have self-esteem. That was what made me realize some people would never grow to have self-esteem if they don't change their ways, which is probably like 18 on someone. When you are 18 on someone, there's no way you will progress to have self-esteem for yourself, because you are literally trying to feed on someone else's burden.
Right.
For
Preach.
example, you are saying someone on TikTok saying, "Oh my God, look at how this person is. You are broke. Look how you're looking. You look skinny. You look fat. La 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 la." Have you ever thought, like, if people ganged up on you and talk about your own insecurities, how would you feel?
Hmm.
You have no say in someone's life or saying how they should be, or how their own facial expression should be. If I'm to talk about like I'm not gonna speak on one particular religion. I'm gonna say on all religion. I believe there's a say that says God or Allah created in His own version, like in His own image. Yeah, if
Right.
you're literally hating on someone saying, "Oh my God, look how ugly you look,"
W can
you're
say
actually
so.
insulting. You're already insulting what God created. It's creation. You're insulting it. You're insulting it. So it doesn't really matter. You don't really have to say things. Some things are just meant to be kept quiet. Like you just keep short.
Right.
Just keep short. Don't need to say it. And
Sit on. Say
yeah,
everything you want to say. We're yet to listen.
I don't
You're
really
making a
know.
whole lot of sense.
I don't really know how to go further without stuttering or something because I stutter, so I'm struggling to speak straight.
It's
Um,
fine.
I don't
It's
even
all
know.
good.
Like there was literally a time I didn't know
Age well.
what self-love meant. I thought it was just like confidence or just looking good on the outside. But the truth is self-love is just like something you give to yourself. No one is clapping or something for you. It's just something
Right.
you have to do. Like people trusted works you and blah 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 blah. It's like when you sit down heavy and then all you do is just disappear. Like you have to face the parts of you that you have been hiding, shame, the guilt, the feeling of feeling unworthy or something. And
Luna,
I realized that
come.
self-esteem was built on how other people saw me. Yeah, not how I saw myself. I was hiding. I didn't even know I started to feel better. It started when I stopped lying to myself and I said, yes, I am hurting. Because I am really hurting. And I have made mistakes, but I deserve peace. I still matter to the world. I still matter to people around me, my parents, my friends, my siblings.
Yes, love,
Still
you
matter to them.
do.
And self-love isn't just a feeling, it's a decision every single day. Self-love is just about you like looking good or something. It's about like you believing you matter, even when you feel
Right.
less. Like it's also like it's deeper than selfies or hypes you get from people. It's just you
If
taking
I
of the
mute
attention
anybody saying
to
hate
yourself.
comments, please. Thank you.
Mimi, what did you say?
Like mute anyone that is like giving hate comments.
Is there anybody trying to like bring
I just saw
negativity
somebody
here? You
drop
guys,
something,
please,
but
I
I think the
don't
person.
tolerate it. I don't like it in any way. Anything you're doing on my stream, close to me, people around me, you should speak positivity. I don't do no negative shit. So to the moderators, please, I'm begging. If there's any hate in the comment or anything relating to being negative, please block. Don't mute. Block the person. Thank you. Hi Benji. Hi everybody.
Okay.
So yeah, you can
I'm almost even
continue.
done speaking because my last thing I would say would be like, I understand that some of us never grew up with hearing things like, I am proud of you. Unless you actually like achieve something, maybe you did well in exam or something, and that's when you get to hear the word I am proud of you. But it shouldn't be that way.
Right.
Like those kind of words are meant are what makes other people feel good of themselves. But at the same time, don't rely on what other people have to say about you. If they can't tell you I am proud of you, tell yourself I am proud of myself for achieving this. Don't wait on other people to tell you that. You shouldn't wait on other people to tell you, oh yeah, I'm proud of myself or something, or I'm proud of you. Just say it to yourself. Embrace it. Claim it. It's yours. Just claim it. Not everyone around you is happy about your own progress or something. There are others who are just faking it. Just because you are proud of you doesn't mean they mean it. Some don't mean it. They are in front of you saying you're proud of you, but at the same time, they are at your back saying, oh yeah, I wish this guy never achieved this kind of thing. I wish this guy never achieved this kind of thing. You don't have to like if there's anything that I have learned as well, like if there's one of the things I've learned, it is always trying to think what other people have to say matters. I used to when I post myself, I go through the comments trying to see what people have to say about my own my compliments. I stopped doing that. I realized it's a mistake. I started giving myself the compliment I feel like I needed.
Right.
I buy myself things to look good. I saw the few weeks or 1 month ago, something happened, and then the girls in the GC were like, look at her hair from Temu. Look at her lace lifting up. Girl, buy yourself a lace from Temu as well if you want it. Don't tell me, oh yeah, your lace is moving up or something. You don't have to it on people. You didn't buy it for me. Oh,
How's it your
you have the right to tell me
business?
my lace is lifting up or something. It is not
Right.
yours. I didn't steal it. I didn't borrow it. I bought myself. So you don't have to tell me, oh yeah, the lace is bad. No, 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 hair from Temu. Did you saw me buy it from Temu? Even if I did, I still bought it. I didn't steal it.
God bless you. Louder.
There are things that I don't have to do that you guys do. I don't judge people by their actions. I don't judge. When you want to change, you're going to change. When you realize the mistake, I'm not going to tell you that what you're doing is bad. I won't tell you that. It's not my say. I'm not your parent. I won't tell you what you're doing is bad until you realize it yourself. Once I give the if you are my close friend, I will tell you that, oh yeah, as a close friend, I see what you're doing is bad. Change your ways. But if you feel like, oh yeah, what I have to say is not good, I'm just gonna let you be to you like make the mistake, and then you realize it yourself. Because sometimes just let people be. You can't change people. You can't change them. So
Right.
please don't expect you. Don't ever think, oh, I need to be perfect or something. If you were perfect, we won't have a reason to laugh in this life. So just live your life to the fullest. That's just it.
Arrival, thank you so much for everything you said. I did learn stuff from what you said. Thank you so much. To anybody that can listen to us right now, that can hear us, what we're talking about right now is self-esteem and self-worth. I appreciate everything everybody said. Like I learned a few things from what they said, but I have my own thing to say about what we're currently talking about. That's self-esteem and self-worth. I would like to say, I think most people's quick question. Sure, go ahead. Most of us said something about what other people have to say about us. Me, I would like to take it from you guys say self-esteem, self-worth, self-love. The word self there is basically about me and you. It's about yourself. The first thing you should know about this thing we was talking about, it starts from you. For you to have self-esteem, for you to have your self-worth, for you to have self-love, it starts from you. It starts from me. It
One
depends
act.
on my perspective of myself. But what other people say is what shapes it to being bad. That's see, if I believe like I'm the most beautiful person in the world and I stand on it, that is my belief. If you are coming from outside to tell me that, oh, TeeZee, you're ugly, or you have your stuff is this, your stuff is that, for as long as I've always believed myself to be the most beautiful person, trust me, there's nothing you're saying that is shaking that belief in me. Because it's what I've always known myself. What you know is what you give people access to, like, say to you. That's what can hurt you. Is what you've always maybe doubt about yourself that can maybe shake you. You can't tell me I'm looking ugly and I'm going to even you, if they tell you that it is ugly, nah, no, no. Like, who will believe that TeeZee is ugly? So there are things that that's it's not because I believe, no, it's not because you think I'm beautiful, it's because I know I'm beautiful. It's not about what other people think, it's about me knowing how beautiful I am. It's about me knowing how confident I am. It's about me knowing I don't wear rags. Your definition of rag is not my definition of rag. If you see what I'm putting on as rag, that's your definition, it's not mine. Can you reply a comment? Sure, go ahead. Then I'll continue what I was saying.
There was someone that said, "Is there a way to rebuild yourself
Self confidence.
when you lose it?"
Okay.
And I made the comment earlier. I said, "There are days you feel it, there are days you don't feel it, and sometimes you have to rebuild your self-esteem because you can lose it in the progress of gaining it." If I'm being honest, I think we all
Right.
can agree that there's no specific theory on how to actually build your self-esteem. What
There is.
works for you?
There is. Don't say
Hold
that.
on, hold on, hold on. I wasn't done. There are what works for you wouldn't work for other people because you're not the
Mm,
same. So in the theory, there is no specific way to build self-esteem because to build self-esteem, you have to find yourself first.
right.
So there's no specific theory and there's no proof
Okay.
that would say, oh yeah, this is the way to build a self-esteem. The only thing they're gonna tell you is this is what worked for me. So this could work for you. But it is not 100% thing that would
Guarantee.
say
Okay.
it works. It doesn't go that way.
Okay, I think I understand what she's saying. She's saying there are steps to it. There are things people can tell that, okay, I think if you do this, you should be able to work on your self-esteem. They can only advise them, tell you that, oh, self-affirmation, self-love. It's not a guarantee that because you do it, it does not mean that it will work for
Exactly.
you. Because it worked for me, it's
That was
not
why I said
guaranteeing the
there's
fact
no
that it works.
specific
Yeah.
theory that
You're
says
right.
this is what's gonna work. It's not that way. It's that,
Right.
like I said earlier, self-esteem is a journey. It is a
Mm,
journey. It's like I said again earlier, like a couple of seconds ago, I said to build self-esteem and self-love, you have to find yourself first.
Right. I agree.
If you don't find yourself, what's there about the self-esteem and the self-love?
So
There's
it
not
starts. You agree with the fact that it starts from you.
exactly. It starts from you. No,
Definitely.
you don't to build self-esteem, you don't need a therapist. You don't need a
Hmm.
therapist to build a self-esteem or self-love.
Okay.
The same people
That
you're
makes
going to
sense.
meet might be struggling with the same thing you're going to meet them for. So what do you think they're gonna do? You find yourself first. Then you start thinking of the other ways that you could actually build it up.
Right.
I'm gonna talk about things that I feel then I'm gonna tell you things I think things I feel are gonna help you to build the self-esteem that you're looking for. Is the one you have to pay attention to how you talk to yourself. There are some words that you're not meant to say to yourself, like probably, oh my god, my pimples, my like there are things that girls feel so ashamed of, like, oh yeah, I have black spot on my face, my hyperpigmentation, my da da da. Da.
Right.
It's you think that makes you look different. No,
Hmm.
you have to accept it. It is who you are. You fix it if you don't like it, but don't ever say, "Oh, I don't like myself. I look ugly." Oh,
God bless you.
I don't fit in the category of like good girls or girls with good sides.
Hmm.
This our mentality is so weird that people now think having this kind of facial features or body thing matters.
Right.
People are choosing of saying, "Oh yeah, I don't like my boobs. I'm gonna reduce it. I don't like my boobs. I'm gonna get it bigger. I don't like my ass. I wanna feel it. I wanna do lip. What's it called? The lip something you feel. Why are you doing that if you don't like yourself?
Good feeling.
You have to like yourself. Don't talk ash to yourself or negative things. Don't ever criticize yourself.
Right.
And like I said again, it is a journey. Talk to someone you trust. You can go to a therapist. It's your own thing. Like I said, it is not compulsory to go to a therapist. But
Stop
there are
playing.
people that struggle a lot with their self-esteem that they actually need a therapist. So
It's
I'm not
that
saying
deep.
you don't need
It
it.
has gotten
Might
so
need it,
deep
but
today.
it is not compulsory for everybody to go to a therapist. You're just wasting money.
Right.
It is a self journey. So in this case, you have to actually like help yourself, yes, set boundaries, like when again, if you notice that you're talking to someone, be someone you like, there are some things you have to also accept. If you like someone, yeah, and you are constantly checking up on this person, texting, trying to call, and this person doesn't return the same energy, back it off. Back
Hmm.
it off.
Know when to stop. Right.
Back it off. If there are people they say, oh yeah, I'm nonchalant. Bro, if you're nonchalant, you be nonchalant on me. If you like me. There are things
Right.
people could change. So don't get your head filled up with things like, oh yeah, it's just nonchalant. It likes me.
Hmm.
Don't say that. Don't just let it be. If you do like you stick with that. I'm not gonna change your mind. So set boundaries right from time, not when things have gotten worse. And celebrate your own win as well. Don't wait on others to celebrate your own win. Be it you're graduating, be it you succeed in something, you got your first dollar, blah 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 blah. Appreciate your own win.
Hmm.
Stop comparing yourself to others. That was what I mentioned earlier. Saying, oh, my friend's yeah, she's bigger than my own. I don't like my own, yeah, she wants to feel it up. Why? Why are you doing that? Just like for once, just look at yourself in the mirror and change all those negative words that are appearing in your head and just accept that. God, I look fantastic. The same way there are guys that would tell you you look ugly, that's the same way there are guys out there that would say you look so good. I can't hear anything anymore. What's going on? Did you mute your mic? I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I muted myself. I
Just
don't
get
want to like
just for
distract
this.
you in any way, but I love what you're doing. Continue.
So
Preach.
you don't expect everyone to be the same or something. Like I said, we can't be perfect. If you can't expect everyone to be perfect. Yeah, like our imperfection are what build our humanity and everything. Like that was what I
Yeah,
mentioned.
you said yeah. Imperfection is what shapes our humanity. That
Exactly.
makes sense.
So do not ever feel like, oh yeah, because one guy made a comment that I look bad, that means I look bad. People wait for you for
Right.
look bad because they are jealous of you. That's the reason. They will tell
You
you
guys.
they tell you look good, but they don't want to tell you you look good. They want you to build self-hate. not self-love.
Right.
You look good, but they will tell you don't look good because they want you to build a self-hate. Like I said, they will feed. They want to feed on your own burden. So don't
Hmm.
let them feed on it. If they tell
I
you
like
you
that.
don't look good, tell them, have you looked yourself in the mirror? Are you happy with your own character, your own character? Are you happy with it? Just look at yourself. So I don't know if I already answered the question of you saying, is there any way you can regain your self-esteem if you lose it in the progress? So I hope that's answered.
Maxwell, thank you for gifting
Thank you, Nasco. Thank you so much.
TeeZee, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, Riot, I think you want to add to everything we've been saying, but let me just slip in a few stuff. Like I said, self-love, self-worth, self-esteem starts with the person in question. Know your worth. If you know your worth, other people will not make you feel less of yourself. If you if you have enough self-worth, if you know how much you are worth, you're not like worth an amount, you are priceless. So if you know your self-worth, nobody will make you feel less of yourself, like I said. And it starts from how you've learned to love yourself. You guys, I need to put something out there again that nobody's perfect. Because this person is beautiful facially does not mean they have the best body. Because they have the best body does not mean their face is perfect. We are all imperfect. Like there are things about myself too that I feel like I have some insecurities too. TeeZee is not perfect, guy. But I know there are some people out there that'll be like, God, I wish to be like this girl. Oh, this, there. Please, nobody is perfect. And don't let anybody make you feel less of yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are you. There's nobody that can be you. You being alive alone is something that's worth being grateful for. You don't have to have the whole world for you to have confidence in yourself that I'm doing better than other people. That alone should boost your self esteem to an extent, not making nobody make you feel less of yourself. No, I'm not perfect, trust me. There are things that are like, yeah. So yes, nobody's perfect. Don't let anybody tell you anything. No. And to those people hating on anybody or trying to make people feel less of themselves, they are not loved at home. Those kind of people, they either grow up being molested, people around them, they are not, see, trust me, anybody that has the mind to hurt other people with their words or can come to you to make you feel less of yourself, that person is only looking for someone to add to themselves. Like they want you to feel less of yourself because they are feeling less of themselves. If I love myself enough, the way I love myself, I don't have time to go to other people to condemn so thing about other people. If you have a life, you won't have the time to make people feel less in any way because you have things to do, you have things to focus on. You have your life to focus on, you have better things, a future to plan for, a family to look after, people you're responsible. Do you get? But if you're jobless, if you're senseless, if you're uneducated, that's when you have time to look at the flaws in other people and want to make them feel less of themselves. So I don't want you to find yourself in or be among the people that make other people feel less of themselves. That's what I have to say for now. I think we're going to hear what royalty has to say with everything we've been saying. And if you have questions to ask, now is the time to ask your questions. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, everybody. I see you guys. Thank you for the
Can you guys hear me?
support.
I don't know if you guys can hear me though. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I would say this: in your fit to have self-esteem and self-worth, please don't be delusional about it, or don't get delusional about it. In your fit to, there are sometimes that people would give you um certain criticisms or certain opinions about you, and what you're saying about you is absolutely right. I mean, they are being right, but people have this thing of um when someone tells me something about me that I don't like, oh, they are talking bad about me. But there are sometimes that there are some people actually tell you the truth, and to you, you feel like it's hate, or you feel like they are judging you in some type of sense. But these
Can
people
you
aren't
be
trying to do anything like
specific?
that.
Because
Sometimes
I don't think you're
once
being.
for a lot of
Can you hear
times.
me? Can
You
you
said
hear
what?
me? Can you be specific? Because there are some things that are being said out of it, while there are some things that,
That's what I'm
what kind
what
of
I'm
criticism would you consider to like be the truth? Are you saying, when, I'm just like asking a question right now, if someone is coming to tell me I'm ugly, are you saying there's a possibility that person is right?
me. I'm not talking about all senses, right? I'm saying that there are some things that people will say about you in which they are correct about, in which they
No,
are
and
being
now I'm asking you, like,
very.
is it possible for people to go to other people and tell you you are ugly and they're right? Is that
That's what I
what
said.
you're saying?
Just like this. It's very, very subjective at this
TeeZee,
point.
let me say something. Let me
Yeah,
make an
there are some things
example
that
in what it's saying. Sorry to cut you off. Like, I feel like what it's saying. This is what I've been trying to say, but I didn't know how to put it in good English. Literally,
Mm-hmm.
when I say that some people can say something about you, and you yourself know it's really true, and it could hurt your self-esteem. Like, I
Right.
can just put myself in a position. I can say, oh, like now, I don't have parents, and someone can just tell me, you that is a bastard. And I'll be like, oh, that person could be true. That person is literally right. Or someone can be like, oh, you that your parents abandoned.
Hmm.
And I'll be like, they don't pay me because I know it's true. And I'll be like, there's nothing I can say, there's nothing I can do because the person has already said the truth. Then there's
Wow.
sometimes that we that's when I'm saying that when everybody's always like, oh, you say this about yourself, you're positive, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. But there's sometimes that we have
It
to
doesn't
face
work.
reality. We have to
Okay.
face the truth. We have to face life itself. We have to know that we're not talking about your facial, we're not talking about your ugly. Let's
Hmm.
talk about real life shit. That someone can
Okay.
actually come to you, right? And say something about you. It's hurting you not because you want to say you're trying to give a deaf ear, but you cannot because whatever that person
It's
is
the
actually
truth.
saying is the truth.
Okay. It's
The
something you can
person is
relate
not
to. All right.
the
Royalty, I
person is
think.
not lying to you. So I just feel like that is something that is very hard for a lot of people to like come out from. And if anyone like, I'm not going to say that, oh, you're not going to keep struggling with that, you're going to keep struggling with that. I don't take that as self-hate. I don't think that someone hates you because they say something truthful to you. I just feel like sometimes we are always like trying to view the fact that we're actually not facing our own fears. We're trying to hide under people's sweet words, kind words, and everything. But if you come to think about it, reality is always reality. Life is always life. Things will slowly eat you. People will always tell you that yes, you're a bad person. Maybe you're a bad person. You might do something so bad to someone. You might hurt someone before. You think people are forget. That person can come to you and say, "You think I don't know what you're doing? You that said this. You that said that about me. You that said that
But
about
that,
me." But
what you're
this is
saying right now, I don't think that should affect your self-esteem.
let me tell
You
you how it
being
can
faced with
affect
the
your
truth.
self-esteem is when someone they said whatever you do to someone will always come back to you. I've actually faced that. I've actually been in the place that I'll say, okay, I bullied someone. I just took it as fun. I was young. I just took that as fun and I was just joke. It was just joke and everything. But when the thing reversed and it gets to my turn that people started bullying me, I was depressed. I was sad because someone said something to me and said that the time you did it, it was all games and fun to you. But now it's your turn to feel the pain. I should not complain. But I didn't really complain. I didn't even say anything. I decided to stay on my own and I was quiet. I let the whole game and the whole thing. I didn't take that they hate me. I didn't take that somebody hates me because the person was saying bad about me because I know I did something like that. It's all about when you say you went to steal from someone and the person stole from and someone else came to steal from you. You're not complaining. But remember you stole before. It's always going to come back to you. Sometimes I feel like a lot of people things might be happening to you and you might be different from the fact that you have actually done this to someone before for this to happen to you. Always remember that, always face reality.
Okay.
Don't always try to drift out from the place and start having like, okay, you're trying to look for attention everywhere or throwing tantrums everywhere for something you know you actually did to someone or something
Hmm.
you know that actually happened to you and the person is telling you. You're not trying to trying to make other people bully that other person. Like now if someone come and say something back to me, I will not make that person feel bad about what the person say because I feel like there can be some truth to what you're saying. That does not make me like less confident of myself. That does make me just to face it, just face life. Sometimes it's good to face life instead of
Okay.
thinking that everybody hates you.
All right. I think royalty has a lot to say on this for him to come up and like start with this whole thing that because I wasn't seeing it from this angle. So I would love to hear what he has to say. Royalty, go ahead.
Okay, so I said earlier that sometimes criticism is actually good, right? Sometimes somebody's negative criticism can be your leverage to have better self worth. I feel like people don't believe that negative comments can increase your self worth. I don't know if you guys can hear me though, like my mic is.
Yes, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Some people's
I
negative
am so.
comments can actually build your self love, your self worth. Now let's give an example of body odor. I'm going to talk about it in the sense of having a very big and open mindset. When you have an open mindset, I feel like a lot of things won't affect you as people think they would. If
Hmm.
you know someone that has like body odor, like probably like my friend has body odor, and I walk up to my friend and I tell him or her, I'm like, I feel like sometimes you smell this way, you smell that way, and I feel like you can do better about it. For somebody who has an open mindset and be like, yeah, I feel like I want to make myself better to everybody. It's a negative comment actually. Whatever you think about it, say it's not really positive. You get me? But that can propel my friend to think about his own self. Like, okay, if my friend feels like I'm this way, then I think I need to be better. It's just all about having a mindset because some people have this mindset of, oh, I'm the queen or I'm the king. So like, what people tell me don't matter. Like, it's all about me. And there's sometimes that your friends are just like, oh, I'll be rude to you. And that's one thing I would say. Like, a lot of sorry to say, but like that's one thing a lot of should I say female friendships lack, which is that
Hmm.
um I don't want to talk to you so that you don't get offended with me, something like that. And then you're doing babes, no babes, go girl, this one. And like sometimes yeah, the go girl that you're telling you it's should I say it's bad. It's not properly
Hmm.
in the right way, but all because they want you to have that self love, that self worth. As a guy, if my guy is messing up, guy will walk up to you, be like, bro, like, have sense. That's how we guys do our things here. A lot of ladies do that for sure. But I'm like, when you look at majority, they're like, no, go girl, you're the cool, things like that. And sometimes it just messes up a lot of things here. Now, when you're talking about building your self worth and whatever,
Hmm.
one thing people should know is that when God created, I always say something that the major difference between a living thing and a non-living thing is not even the fact that you can move your hands or move your body. It's in the power to make a choice. Honestly, it's actually in the power to make a choice. The fact that God created you and said, you know what, you can make a choice. Pick between me or like pick between life or death. Like that's how much choice you have. Like even the person that created you is telling you you can pick between me or the devil. And no one you choose is your choice. And that's something that non-living things don't have. And that's the beauty of human beings, animals, or whatever living thing God has created. So as a person, you know that okay, when somebody talks to me this way, it might affect me. The major point is what's your mind telling you? The power of the mind. That's just it. When you have the power of the mind, whatever somebody tells you, you're like, you know what? I look at what this person. So I saw someone in the comment talking about or being able to reflect on corrections that people give them, and that's one thing that people need to have. If whatever somebody tells you, whether you say, "Oh, you're ugly," or "you're this," "you're that," or whatever the person tells you, I won't say you're ugly because that one is very subjective. But let's just say they're telling you, "Oh, you're rude. You have bad character. You have this. You have that." It's one thing for you to sit down and think about it, like, okay, how am I to people? Because these are the things that should actually build your self-esteem. Self-worth and self-love shouldn't be built on the fact that, oh, it's all me. Because
Hmm.
society has seen you. And character is like a smoke. It will always ooze out, no matter what. So when you're talking about self-esteem, self-love, and all that, it's not just about you. It starts from you, but then it propels to others. And don't inconvenience others just because you feel like, oh, my self-worth is more important than everybody. Because you're going
Okay.
to, you will make people feel very uncomfortable around you. The fact that, oh yeah, I'm a baddie, I know I'm a bad guy, I'm all that. Yeah, just have an open mindset because you, like I said, you have the power to make a choice. So even when you lose your self-esteem, I always say something that before you can
provide solution to a problem, you must realize that there's already a problem. You can't provide
Okay.
solution to something that's not there. So the first thing to even maybe
Hello, ma.
you maybe probably have self-esteem before. The major point of realizing is to know that okay, yeah, I've lost my self-esteem. That's even the first thing. Realizing that okay, there is already something to be changed. And then the next thing is to make a choice by yourself. Because one thing about the mind is that when you make a choice, obviously, like Rival said, on some days you feel it, on some days you don't. But let me tell you, there's something called determination. Your determination might not be every day, but 7 days in a week, your determination can be 6 if you are
Right.
that committed to doing whatever you're doing. It's all about putting your mind to it and be like, yeah, I need to build myself. I need to do this. I need to do that. And I need to do this. All this while making a
Okay, no.
choice, determination, consistency. As long as you're doing this, don't just do it in accordance to yourself. Do it also in accordance to the people around you because what you say can affect, others
Other
and
people. Right.
inconvenience them in whatever way.
So the self love.
Okay. So I think I understand what you're saying on everything you've said. So you're trying to say self-worth and self-esteem has to do with a lot. There are some criticism we face or receive that comes as a way of correction. Not all criticism should be seen as they are trying to make me feel less of myself. There are some that come as them trying to correct you. Well, I think I would like to tell you that you should, as a person, you should be able to differentiate when someone is trying to make you feel less of yourself or when someone is just trying to like correct you for something. So, what would you like to say about what Mimi said earlier? She said, what if you're being criticized or someone is saying to you, like, okay, because they know you don't have your mom and your dad, maybe they left you or something, and that person is calling you like, oh, you're a bastard, you grew up without a parent, them trying to like make you feel less of yourself in that way. Do you have anything to say on that? Can you hear me? You're muted.
Okay, sorry. Yes, I've like you said, yes, people should be able to tell
Hmm.
um you people should be able to tell like what is a correction and then what is the other. But like I said, somebody mentioned in the comment section about reflection. Reflecting on whatever anybody has told you is the right thing to do. Reflecting on whatever anybody has told you. Yes, like you said, there are things that people come to say to you that you just know that it's a hate comment or it's the person just being negative. And there's sometimes that people will come like, okay, I always say something that approach matters. Yes, a lot of human beings don't know how to approach people, even when they want to say the things that are right, even when they want to correct you. They might not
Mm.
know how to, approach you in the way that they want to or they need to. But as a human being, like I said, having an open mindset, because you need to always understand that someone said something earlier, people are not perfect. Some people don't have good communication skills in certain ways. And so that's where the point of you having an open mindset comes in because you might approach me in a very wrong way,
Hello,
but
now.
when I think about when I'm, in the right sense of manner, then I can think about what you're saying through my own validity, right? I would understand where you're coming from. Sometimes, like our parents now, African parents don't know how to approach. Majority, like your mom might want to say something to you that she knows that it's real, like it's true, it's there, but she'll just say it in the harshest of ways. She might even insult you. She might,
Uncle.
she'll do a lot of things. But to her, that is her way of correcting you, or that's her way of making you or no a better person. Like someone like me now, before I always have a fight with my mom.
Merci, thank you.
Like sometimes we'll be arguing in the midnight. She'll come to my room by 2 a.m. and then we argue. But like when I entered 400 level, or towards 300 to 400 level. I started to understand that so many times she's not coming to me because she wants to come and, make me feel less of myself and all that. I just realized that from the standpoint of a mother to her son, she's very, my mom is a very emotional person, yes. And she's always someone that will take something to the extreme. So even when
Mm.
you do something little, my mom is already, her body's already, she said, yes, she has like pepper, but didn't put it like that. So her
I get
everybody
you.
wants to like, yeah, no, I need to talk to him. I need to do this.
Take over.
And it took me a long time to realize that this woman is just trying to do her own thing as a mother.
Right.
And that's like, but you see some, especially this our Gen Z generation. Once your parents scold you, they feel like, oh, my mommy doesn't like me, my daddy hates me. But like in real sense, these people are actually just trying to, instill their own sort of discipline in their own way because that is how they were taught. I mean, that is how their own parents
Release them.
discipline them. And so probably, our parents are kind of old fashioned. They're not really, okay, no, let's go a level up, that kind of thing. They're more like, no, the old fashioned way is better, flog, I mean, train your child in the way you should go. No, don't let the cane fly, all that, belt, broom, whatever. Whatever gets to the African parents' hand is what they use, that kind of thing. So so more like that. I just feel like a lot of us need to have open mindset because now you see them as grandparents. Even that you once you notice something that when you see our own parents, African parents, most of them, when they become grandparents, you see that even when you want to flog your own child, they'll be like, no, don't touch him, oh, don't, because now they've gotten to that point where they're like, I've trained my own child in how they should be. So I expect that my own child is going to do his own thing in however way he needs to do it. Now it's a thing of does he want to do it my way or does he want to do it his own way? But then that's why you see most of the time when you want to flog a small child, you say, no, don't touch them. Oh, just correct them. But no, during our own time, they were waving bells, they were doing this up and down. But like, it's all about they are now starting to have, should I say, grandparents now start to have an open mindset when they see their own children's children. It becomes like, no, that me, I shouldn't have been like that. Things like that. So I feel like it's just all about
I
having an open
realize that.
mindset. Your self worth, your self love. Don't just think about yourself. Think about everybody because whatever, like what they say, Ile Latin it means that like whatever they teach you at home, self is what you still go and do outside. And that's
Right.
you will always be a reflection of yourself outside. Let me tell you, the sky is a mirror. I always say something that the sky is always a mirror. When you walk outside, how you are inside your house is how you're going to be outside. At certain
Totally.
times, when you go to certain places, yes, you can have a very within my bed, me and my best friend, if we're together, man, I can act like a fool. But like, I can go to a place now and I'm just doing, jet. But then when you're staying, like, when you see all these big budget in Nigeria, if you notice, even when some of them first week, they will still be doing, no, I'm like this. But, later on, the character and everything, their reflection will still show, regardless of
Right.
how much they try to hide it. So, like I said, character is a smoke. So, self worth, self esteem, just know that the sky is a mirror. So, when you go outside, just know what you're doing as that.
Reality. That is so good of you. Thank you so much. That was so nice. I'm sure we got to like learn a few things from you. I love the fact that you said we should not be delusional. You should know the right thing to do, when to accept the truth, and you should be able to differentiate when someone is trying to like get to that part of you, trying to make you feel less of yourself, and when you're being corrected. That is very, very important. If you know when you're being corrected and when you're like they're trying to make you feel less of yourself, you'll be able to like counter it if they are just trying to make you feel less of yourself. That's why you need to stand up for yourself and tell them no, I'm not what you say I am. No, I'm not ugly. I'm better. I'm putting on the best clothes. I'm beautiful. Just it's mine to decide. That's when. But if it's a correction, please make sure to do better in that aspect because it's a correction. There must have been something they've seen, they've heard for them to decide that, okay, let me try and correct this person about this stuff. They might not correct you the way you want to be corrected, but just ignore the way it's being said. Just take out the all needed information from what they're trying to pass to you. So, Arriva, you said you had something to say. Do you still
Oh
want to say
no,
something?
I've never forgotten like this. Like, well, let me remember. It was talking about something earlier. Hold on.
Mahon, if anybody has something to say, you want to come up, you can't just like send a request. Let's know in the comment section that, or you'd like to come up and talk. So we'll know who to have. There are people sending requests, but we can't just bring up anybody. But if you have something to say on the ongoing topic, please let us know. And if you have questions to ask, just ask in the comment section. But if you want to say something, you can come up. Arriva, sorry for interrupting you.
I've even forgotten a few of the things I wanted to say, but I remember you was talking about people having to have a say about someone's life, maybe them being rude or their and then you also made a thing saying, oh, if someone says you're ugly, then does it really matter? Then is it the truth that you are really ugly or something? But if there's something that I've actually learned is the society has changed most of us mentality when it comes to saying someone is ugly or someone or classifying people to ugly and then the beautiful people, which shouldn't even be a topic. We don't need to have the topic of saying, oh yeah, this person is beautiful looking, that this person has a great facial
Right.
features or something. We have grown into a society that is filled with um things that are not even meant to be filled with, like talking about people's shape, like I said, people's shape or facial features or la 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 la. No one is ugly to me because I don't think
Nice space.
I've never seen anyone ugly in my whole life. I've never seen someone is ugly looking. I might just say, nah, you are not the type of person I would want to be with.
Right.
But say this person is ugly, no. Like they said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So the person you find ugly might be someone other people find attractive. What
Right.
you think is a turn on for you is a turn on for other people. So it shouldn't even be your own.
Shouldn't be a discussion
Yeah,
to
exactly.
to say someone is so she made
Also,
a really good point. You still
exactly.
want to
You
talk,
don't even
sure.
have no right to go to someone and say, "Oh yeah, you are rude" or something. We humans, we need to accept something, which is keeping our mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to say everything that comes to your mind.
Right.
Learn if the same way you're trying to say you're trying to correct someone, you need to correct yourself at the same time. Learn to
Mm.
also keep your mouth shut. You don't have to react to everything. If someone is rude, then let them be. Let them be till they notice that people disappear. Then they would figure out what's going on with them. Why are people leaving me? They would figure out
Yes.
at the end of the day. I remember when I started streaming, I got a lot of comments saying, ah, this girl is rude. This girl this thing. But if you get to know the real me, I'm not even rude. But my tonation, I have my tonation, let me say, it has to do with how I grew up. People misunderstand me for this main reason, saying I am very loud, la 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 la. But I grew
I
up in a
guess
house
I guess I guess that makes us too. Cause
of men's. I'm the only female my mom gave birth to. I have two other siblings. I am the eldest, I'm the firstborn. My dad, I don't know, maybe it has to do with genetic or whatever. I don't even know where it is. We have a loud tone when we are speaking. You think I'm pissed, but I'm not pissed. That's just how I am. People come into my life keep saying, "Ah, this guy is very rude. See how you're even talking like a man. You don't even get respect, blah, blah, blah." You are the one misunderstanding me. I'm not like
right.
that. I am not rude. And the one thing again that people, let me say something here. When you say people are rude, what makes you think they are rude? If there's something, if I'm gonna answer this question, my personally, I would say people think I am rude because let me reply this comment. I said I'm rude. Let me if there's something we're speaking on here, I said
But let's stop
learn to
it.
keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, no,
Learn
we're not joking. We're serious right now.
because you, like I said, you have no say over someone's life.
Right.
So therefore, if you find me rude or something, do you think I'm gonna care about you? Just one single person finding me rude? You think I'm gonna be worried about that, bro? That it doesn't even affect me or something. Like I was saying, what was I gonna say before you took me off? I was saying something, yeah.
Like there are people who are like built like that. The same me too. When I'm trying to express myself, I tend to raise my voice, and people will be like, "Are you fighting with me?" I'm like, "No, I'm just
Exactly.
expressing myself. My
Exactly.
voice being loud when I'm trying to express myself does not mean I'm trying to fight you or I'm rude. That's just
Mm.
me, the way I express
Remember where I
myself."
was. Now I remember where I was. So there are people that just feel like they should be spoken to in a weird manner, and when they don't get to be spoken to in that kind of manner, they think you're rude because there's people that just they think very highly of themselves. That they start
Hmm.
to consider other people rude because you're not calling them ma or sir or talking to them in some kind of manner. Then you say, oh, they are rude.
Hmm.
You expect me to kneel down and speak to you before you think I am being respectful. There are
Okay.
people that are very straightforward, that they just say something based on like because they are straightforward, and then you, who is someone that likes like beating around the bush, you'll find out rude. If
Hmm.
there's something going on, I will tell you how it is. I don't like hiding things. I will say how it is. I don't have shame. I will say that one. Yes, I have that thing. And I've been learning to keep my mouth shut lately because I feel like if you the people they don't want the honest truth. And me, my dad, I didn't get to be around my dad here very much, but if there are few things I got to hear from him here when I was little was always him telling me always this was stop beating around the bush, go straight to the point. This is something I learned from my dad. That's why I'm being straightforward. I'm very, very straightforward. If you are doing something, I will tell you the same time, bro, what you're doing is fucked up.
Right.
You know you're my friend. Or maybe the way I just place it isn't how I am meant to place it. But that doesn't mean I'm rude. So therefore, sometimes you just misunderstand people and then say they are rude just because of one single mistake or one single thing you find is not what someone should be doing because that's what you're not doing. So, and then speaking about someone facial thing saying, you're ugly looking, something, something. You yourself, most of the time, people that make this kind of statement, them themselves, God, I beg, I don't even want to say anything. Let me
I think I would like to like put some say something relating to what you said about, or maybe some people see you or they will call you rude because you're not calling them mad and you're not calling them sad. I think I was able to say, I think people create a perspective of you based off their expectations
exactly.
of you. If you don't meet their expectation, there's this perspective they create in themselves that okay, I think this is this person. I think this is what this person is like. So don't let that define you. I'm going to say it again. People create a perspective of you based off their expectations of you. So yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, you can continue what you were saying.
I agree with
I
that.
am just very direct. I'm a very direct person. That's just why. Oh, that's what you find rude. If you think I'm rude guy, if you want that rude part, I'll bring it to you. If you want the cool can the calm part of me, I'll bring it to you. Just whatever vibe you bring to me,
I
I'll just
suffer.
return it in your favor. You understand? So it doesn't even matter like that.
So
So
I agree with that just a little bit. See, when we're talking about
little bit one can.
respecting an elder, talking about ma or sa, see, this is not a thing of how I'm communicating to you. It's a thing of tradition. Tradition is not something to be talked about when you're talking about how I want to communicate to an elder or not. It's a tradition, like it's a tradition to push, like as a son, it's a tradition to prostrate to my father when I wake, when I see early in the morning. Even if I don't prostrate fully, but at least I go down. It's a tradition to go down when I see my mother. And my mom will always tell you, even if you are 83, the age gap between me and you will always remain the
No
same.
way, Lona.
You would never reduce. That's what my mom used to say. No matter if you are 70 years old, I will be like 100 because our age gap will never reduce. So even when you see me, you give me the respect I deserve. That is tradition. And I always say one thing that, yes, sometimes you should keep your mouth shut, but please don't keep your mouth shut at the expense of the fact that you want someone to learn a lesson because you never know what that person's lesson would be. Sometimes your silence can result to somebody's death in the sense of the fact that you just want to keep quiet. Your silence, my what would like probably you say you see someone doing this, probably the person is to talk in a very, it might not be rude though, to the person say, no, I'm not rude, that's just the way I talk. And then you just go outside and you talk to somebody in that kind of way, right? And you don't know who you are talking to.
Supporting.
You don't know if the person is one personnel. You never know. And then something will just happen to you, bam.
Self-esteem and self-worth.
Sometimes you should keep your mouth shut. But yes, sometimes you should talk. Because your silence can result to somebody's death. That's what my mom will tell you. Don't keep quiet in the sense that, no, don't worry. I want this person to go and learn their lesson. Don't worry. When the person starts seeing the sign. But the thing is that that person's first sign can result to the person's never ending. And then at a point, you will now start feeling guilty that, did I know I would have said this?
Okay.
If I this, I would have done this. But like, do you have to regret before you finally make a decision? But then sometimes it's already too late. Some people say it's never too late, but in some occasions it's already late. It's already too late. When it has happened is when you now start be like, how I wish I told the person, how I wish I did this.
Right. Arriva, do you have anything to say to what you just said?
I think you misquote all what I said because what you are saying now it doesn't sit with what I was speaking about earlier. I was talking about based on my own end when it comes to saying someone is rude. You understand? And then I mentioned something saying mal. Like I didn't say or speaking to your parents or other people or something. No, I'm not speaking about that part. I'm talking about people thinking highly of themselves. That was what I said earlier. I said some people think so highly of themselves that they feel like you should be calling them ma or sa. And these people
Hmm.
doesn't mean they're elderly people here.
Right.
You would be probably streaming or just
It's
let me
not
just say
empty.
streaming or something. Some people will just come into your life room
Hallelujah.
and say, ask a question or something, and then you reply, then they'll tell you that, Omo, you are rude, or see the way you are even talking to me. And then you'll be like, in your own sense, you what you said was just plain, like nothing rude to it, nothing attached to it. But some people always think highly of themselves that they will start saying you are rude because did you reply to them in the manner they want to be replied with,
Don't.
like want to be spoken to, you understand?
Right.
That was what I said. I didn't say it in the way of like, oh, probably like someone either your mom or your dad. No, 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 no. That one is
Okay.
a whole different topic. It's a whole different thing entirely. It has nothing to do with the self-esteem or whatever
Thank you.
something.
Thank you for gifting. To everybody that's gifted so far, to my new subscribers, to the viewers, to our lovely guests, you guys are the best. I appreciate every support so far. Without you guys, we won't be here right now. So thank you so much. Asta, do you have anything to say, or we can round up? Is Asta still there? Asta, if you can hear me, I'm asking if you have anything more to say. And yeah, royalty, I understand what you're saying. You said you want to advise people to like always keep short. In in response to what you said, I think when it comes to the correctional part of it, if you're trying to like if you see people that are trying to correct you about something, that's when you don't have to keep quiet. If you feel what you're trying to say is to correct this person in case it might cause them harm, that's the time you don't need to keep short. But if it has something to do with their physical appearance, how they feel about themselves, the best thing to do is to keep quiet. Your opinion is not needed. Just shush it
And correction is different from criticism.
very much. But he said he believes there are some criticism that is like that has to do with correction. They just take the best part of it, like, oh, not all not everybody that criticizes you is trying to like get to that point of it. They're trying to like be correction, like they're trying to like be correctional. It's the correction part of it. That's the way they can correct you. But the same thing you said, I agree. I don't think you need to like criticize someone to correct them. There are better ways to correct people if you're trying to like correct them. But
Reaching out to them
a
privately.
different opinion, like I said. Yes, your opinion is not needed if it has something to do with what has to do with me, a personal thing to me. Nobody's opinion is needed to the way I look, the way I do things, what I do personally. Except you're trying to correct me, that's the only time you can talk to me about some things. And you should know how to say it to me. You don't have to like come to me and start dictating to me like, oh, you have to do this, or you need to know how to approach people and how to talk to them. That's very important. I think Asta is busy. So is there any other question or anything we'd like to add to the because we're rounding up now, like we're done for the day.
No, I personally I don't have any question. And thank you so much for taking your time to host this podcast. It's really
Yeah.
means a lot, and I know a lot of people actually went you to
Yeah,
the
it's
reason why
for
some do it
hosting
because
time.
they are very stubborn. Not gonna mention them. Like, no, no.
Yeah. I should be thanking you. Thank you so so much for coming up and blessing us with oh my god, you're so intelligent. Like I learned a lot from what you've said so far. And you're the best for it. Thank you so much for the support, for coming up here. It takes a lot. We don't get a lot of people to come and involve themselves in conversations. There are people that would rather not be here. If you're not talking about Nyash, if you're not talking about sex, if you're not talking about something that will not add I don't know, to their sexual desires or anything. You will never see them there. But yeah, we are like amazing people that have joined since I started the stream for like over 3 hours now. You guys were yet to like learn from each other. You guys, we achieved our sub goal today, the gifts and everything. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Hi Lily. You guys, I appreciate the love so far. W Asta, W Royalty, W Arriva, W Mimi, W, what was the other person? C's. Thank you so much. Lily, yes. I think you've been busy, but you were here earlier. Thank you. Mr.
When
Romantic,
when
thank
this
you.
lady is coming, God of beg.
Oh,
But
she has been here. She was here earlier, but she left. You guys, thank you so much. So the next one we'll be having is on Wednesday, and it's going to be Audience Wednesday. Oh my God, you guys. Audience Wednesday that happened on Wednesday. Hmm. You guys, I was so happy. I'm telling you that after the stream, I was like, the feeling was wow, I did it because that was the first Audience Wednesday. Come and see the support. The support was massive. The viewers, everything was so. You guys are the best. The support I've received so far is mind blowing. Thanks to every one of you. You guys, thank you so much for the gifts. W Papa Smurf, W Babiana, W, let me see. To the people that give, oh my God, you guys even gift the guests. W Naksu, Ansel, Emizi, Babiana, Lona, Adriel, oh my God, Anaki, oh my God. See, Anaki, Ansel, who else? AK, Babiana, everybody. I can't remember everybody, but like you guys are the best. Thank you so much for the support. It's I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Wednesday, 7 p.m. West African time as always. Wednesday, we don't have a specific guest or a specific topic we talk about. Anybody can just come up to talk about anything they would like to share with us. Your opinion, your experience, your story, your help, anything you need help with, yeah? Anything at all. We're here to support and learn from each other. To everybody that has stepped foot on the live since, even if it's just for a few seconds. Thank you so much. And I love you guys too. Oh my God, Arava, thank you. Thank you for honoring me. Thank you for loving me. And I love you right back. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. I'll be going off now. See that I have a gift for you. What do you have for me? Lily, thank you. Lily, thank you. Thank you. You're the best. God bless you guys. So now make I wait. I'm still waiting. Look, I've been seated like this, like I've been sitting here for over 3 hours. My God. Ansel, thank you. Let me give shout out to people that are still here. W Naksu, W Ansel, Amy, W Die Ansel, thank you so much. W Diehard, thank you so much for the support so far. W Above All, W Mimi, Powder, oh my baby. Powder, thank you so much for always supporting me. You know I love you. You know it. I don't need to like say it 1 million times, even though I say it as much as I can. Mr. Romantic, I see you. Junior Money. You guys, Asta, W Asta for Asta, thank you. W everybody that subscribed today. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. W subs, new subscribers. You guys, I don't know what to say. I was really saying we're going to get to 50 subs today. Like I had this belief, even though it was a bit, I don't know how it was going to happen, but you guys did it. Expensive, thank you so much. Papa Smurf even had to sub on his alt account. If I continue talking, I might cry. I'm very emotional, but I'm trying to like, nah. Fine girls don't cry now. We don't do that. But yeah, please, if you're here to give the TeeZee podcast account a follow, please do that right now. Thank you so much. Luna, I'm going off. I'm tired. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I'll see you guys on Wednesday, same time. Since don't cry, say it. Mr. Romantic, rest in Jesus' name. Luna, can I go now? You're the one I'm waiting for. You said I should wait. Oh. You guys, I'm tired. My neck is hurting. And yeah, I found the other year. Oh my god. I'm put now. I can go. I don't know why he said I should wait. What's it? Lona, I'll see you on expensive. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. I'm so spoiling me. I'm so spoiling me. I'm so thank you so much. God bless you. You guys are the best. Best, 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 best. Bye everybody. Lona, I'll see you on Wednesday. If you have anything to say or do, we're going to solve it on Wednesday. Bye everybody. Thank you for the love. It is support. Hold on. See. Bye above all. Bye everybody.